Insert.
What's up, fam? Good morning. How we doing this morning? As you can tell, I have a guest on today, Sir One Fletcher. It is his first appearance,
Hello.
so chat, be kind to him. Don't troll him too hard. Fletcher,
Troll
how we
me.
doing this morning, brother?
I'm getting ready for crack on my second Red Bull. How are you?
I'm Red Bull. I can't do all that. That gives me the shakes.
It's the good stuff, man. The good stuff.
It makes me feel like my heart's gonna beat out of my chest. Feels like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
A little.
Yeah, so Fletcher, if you want to introduce yourself and give a little background story on you, feel free. I usually let the guests do it, kind of like a stream takeover for the first few minutes. So go ahead and introduce yourself. And, tell people how you
I'm
got
Fletcher.
started trading. You know,
It's kind of a funny story how I got started because it's not at all like where I am now. It was Forex that
oh no, you
not
were
even got me started.
you were Forex,
but
bro.
I was working this job at I was a busser, and this kid, he was like, yo, there's this company, and like you pay them a little bit of money and they give you a whole lot of money, and then like you just trade with that whole lot of money and you just make a whole lot of money. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, none of this makes sense. And he's like, so basically you like take your US dollar and put it into yen, and then vice versa, and like you make money off the currency. And I'm like, this makes no sense. I don't want to do this. And so my friend heard that conversation. He was like, if he's making money with it, you could make money with it. So like, don't listen to what he's saying. Just like make a decision for yourself. And I looked into it and I was like, you know what? Like, I'll give it a shot. And I liked it, but broker spreads and different wicks and nothing like it, I hated Forex. I hated it. So honestly, like I wouldn't say I really like the true like trading like I am now. I would say probably a year and a half in futures, and like truly having a plan and a strategy and making some money and passing combines. And then prior to that was like a year or two of gambling Forex.
Yeah. Well, it's unregulated, that side of things, correct? Like regulation
Correct.
stepped in and kind of blew it all up, and that's what made the Forex bros kind of
And
come over to the futures.
There's, at least for me, I had this, I think they're still around. It's called 24K Markets. It's an unregulated offshore broker, and they let you use like 200x leverage or something with $100.
What?
So like, I don't recommend any of it.
What?
It's dangerous.
I mean, how
But-
many margin calls are you getting with that kind of leverage? I mean, holy cow.
I mean, basically every trade, to be honest, because you got to figure on top of that, there's also, they have their own spreads that, I mean, you'll be 20 points away, 15 points away from your stop, and all of a sudden it's just,
Yeah,
That
it's
just
just random
taps you out.
random wiki.
and I'm
out.
like, how is this happening? And like, sometimes it wouldn't even actually wick, like the wick wouldn't even print. It's just the spread widened so much that it was like a 15 point just fill space. I was like, this doesn't make sense.
It's just like
this can't be
constant news
right.
trading.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm just constantly like in the past, like I'm on lagging data or something.
Oh, that's wild. That is wild.
But
So what do
I
you
just
normally trade? Are you
realized-
normally like a micros, a minis? Size wise, what do you like to trade? I see you're on NQ there, so clearly you like you're addicted to the drug that is NQ.
I love NQ. I'm not sure what's happening right now. None of my candles are printing. I just realized that it's kind of a problem.
Yeah,
But
that
for
is kind of a problem.
size, I mean, it's a little bit speculative, but
Are
for
you
the
on a
most
Mac?
part,
Because you're using Motive Wave.
I'm not. I'm on Windows.
Okay.
I actually Wait, what is happening? I'll try and get this reconnected.
Oh, you're good, brother. You
But
take your time.
I'll say for size, I like to have runners. So for that, I'll do micros and do 10 micros.
Okay.
And I'll typically do it. I like getting my core off at target 1. I don't really do like the 50%, like 50, 25, 25 for taking off. I would rather do like 80, 20 and just have 2 targets. Lately though, especially Top Step has, I don't like Top Step scaling rules. It makes no sense. But
Yeah.
it won't let me 10 micros.
I think they're trying to force people to use the Top Step X, their trading platform, because they allow micro scaling on Top Step X, but only on Top Step X currently.
Not happening, MP. Not happening.
Doesn't he look
But
like
yeah,
Portnoy from Barstool Sports? Like, don't you think? Like, they could be twin brothers. I swear.
Bro, he
I
does.
swear they could be
He
twin brothers.
does.
Palmetto and I were talking about that, actually. Oh, let me send my good mornings to the chat here. I haven't even. Good morning, Abu. Good morning, Mason. Good morning, Khaled. Good morning, Cortez. Welcome. Good morning, Rice, Martin, Khaled. Jose, welcome, brother. Misbegotten. As you can see, we got Fletcher on today. It's been a long time coming, actually, Fletcher. Long time coming. You were one of the few people who isn't nervous about getting on camera and being live on this thing. Everybody else is, well, Palmetto was pretty good about it. I'm not going to lie. Palmetto was good about it. But yeah, normally people
Me and Palmetto, the realest ones.
Yeah.
we the toughest, only the toughest survive, man. We made it out of GG's server. Like, we're thoroughbreds now.
Yeah.
My 930 candle finally printed.
Yeah, it's got to be
Let's
a motive
go.
wave issue. I don't. Hey, chat, let me know. Morning, Phil. Chat, let me know how the stream's working this morning. I think I got the internet issues fixed and everything. It doesn't seem to be lagging. Let me know how sound is on Fletcher's end and my end as far as mics are concerned. And if the levels are good with
Because I can yell!
You should be able to yell. I don't have you peaking on OBS, so you should be able to do whatever you want. If you want to rage, Fletcher, feel free to rage.
Yeah, guys, you heard that. You heard that.
Feel free to
You
rage.
gave me permission, all right? Can I get a dumb question in the chat real quick? Let me get a dumb question.
Yeah, Phil, we added the tickers to the top of the stream, so you should see the scrolling tickers for futures up there. I think it looks pretty good. It looks like I missed the crop on it, so it's a little low, but I think it looks good. Yeah, Porch, give Fletcher, morning, Mr. Fox, give Fletcher a dumb question. You guys, you control Fletcher. You control him. We all have to stand in the line of fire when we come on this stream. So
Stand in the line of fire. I don't use TradingView. I use Motive Wave.
Yep.
But it is similar. The reason I don't use Quant Tower is honestly just really, really bad. Like personally, I had really bad experiences with it. Like the latency and like there was one time I don't remember. I used to use hotkeys a lot, and one time the hotkeys did me really, really bad, and basically I lost 4 accounts in about 6 seconds.
So were you trying to were you more like, on average, how many trades do you think you place during a day? Are you more high frequency scalper?
Great question. Not anymore.
Okay.
For the most part, like I really like one a day. Like what I've found, especially with how I'm trading now, if it takes more than one a day, it's either going to be a red day or a break-even day. So, like if my first trade is green, I'm done. If my first trade is red, I might take another one. and like get back to break even, but I'm past the days of trying to be profitable every single day and like digging myself into a hole.
Yeah.
Because that, and it used to be hard for me. Like, I feel like when you decide all you want is 10 points, it becomes hard to get 10 points. At least for me.
Yeah.
Like when you did.
Yeah, you don't ever want to go chasing the 10 points. I can tell you that.
Well, and like when you only look for what you're trying to see, that's all you'll see. So like, for me, being able to like step back
Phil is,
and just be
Phil
like, all right,
is
like
you.
I'm in the street.
Phil is lighting you up in the chat.
He said, "What's going on there?" Listen, man, listen. My headphones are tight. Keeping that shit open. Gotta keep the neuro links rolling smooth. He's,
Fletcher, when Palmetto came on with his hood up, Phoenix came into the chat and was like, Palmetto looks like a hacker from a Netflix documentary. So get ready. Get ready. My chat is ruthless sometimes.
I look like someone, but I don't want to say that on the internet.
Oh no.
But I feel like I know exactly who I look like right now. And he may have been publicly executed by the Secret Service.
Oh no. All right, I'm gonna be watching this 600 level down here to see if it wants to hold. If it comes down and like wicks below and reclaims, I'll probably try the long back into 680. That's what I'm seeing as far as trades go right now on NQ. I'll focus on NQ today because, well, you're on NQ. Let me see what's going on in the YM real quick. It looks like it's holding support.
So full disclosure, I know we already kind of talked about this, but for anyone who has not heard me yet, I will not be like truly like this is all a sim account. Wednesdays before big news like NFP, I don't trade those Wednesdays, so today is not going to be like an actual execution day, but I will execute if like I get something. Right now I'm looking at this like 645 area. If we can get above that, I'll long it into 704. If not, then we sit on our hands.
All right, so you're looking at reclaim of that last swing low before the bounce is pretty much where you're looking to execute. Okay. Okay. Man, I'm still making sure everything's good. I haven't seen in the chat. I'm assuming sound and everything is good. Chat, let me know.
We need me to talk louder.
Dave, you lost power yesterday?
Last time my power, your backup battery caught on fire. What the hell?
Yeah, what the heck, Porch?
Is that why your name's Porch? You lost your house, all the stuff is the porch. Battery burned everything down.
Tenor, I haven't had time to do anything with the YM levels. I've got a couple on here. It's looking like 42.4 down to like 42.360 as support. Actually, that was a pretty good setup there on the 5 minute. The wick and reclaim off the open. Or actually, is this 5? Yeah, this is the 5 minute chart. Next level to the downside I have is like 240 to 270, 265.
Need to shout more? Is this better?
Yeah, Fletch, the more you come on, you'll end up going away from the gaming headset. Because the sound quality sounds like air traffic control almost.
Oh my God, that's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. Roger, Dodger, we got him on the ground.
Yeah. Yep.
Come around that corner, flank him. On me. Reloading.
Well, Dave, you're in Kansas City, right? Like, that has me concerned. Like, are winds supposed to be bad here in Louisville today?
Oh, so you're in Kentucky?
Yeah, I'm in Kentucky. Kentucky. Dude, there were these two guys driving down the road the other day, drag racing, right down on the main road here outside my neighborhood, going 120 miles an hour. One guy lost control, swerved over the median, and hit oncoming traffic during rush hour. I don't know why they were driving 120 miles an hour. They didn't die, but they're being charged with murder because they were drag racing and killed the other cars that, or the occupants of the other vehicle when they crossed the median and hit them head on.
See, that's why I ride a bike, because if I die, then I die. But if I kill someone else, like
that's the statement of the day, brother. If I die, I die.
I die.
Yeah.
Like and the thing is I don't think people understand, like, speed has never killed anyone. Speed has never killed a single person. Stopping really fast, that's killed a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Like,
well, you notice on the highway, it's the people
sudden...
going 80 to 90 that are like the safest. That's why I try to cruise with them. It's the people that are going 55 while everybody else is going 80 to 90 that cause the issue.
And then there's that one semi truck. So like they're like stuck going slow next to the semi truck, and then everyone else is going like a normal speed, and then they just
Yeah. Wait, so you ride a bike? You're a motorcycle? Really?
Yes, sir.
What kind of bike you got?
Yes, sir. It is a 2012 Yamaha FC8.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Nothing too crazy, but just enough to get the attention on me, and not quite enough to outrun them.
Yeah, I gotcha. Now your cap visor is free. Yep, there's Palmetto. Palmetto showed up.
Palmetto in the building. Hey, Palmetto, go ahead and just spam Braun, bro. I don't know where he is. He was talking about he was gonna be here. Man, texting me back all morning.
Who?
Let's just Braun.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll watch the stream tomorrow."
he
Where
shows
are
up
you?
here pretty frequently though. He's in the chat quite a bit.
Today he was like, "You know what, Fletcher? You can have this one." Who's short? I'm tall. Bad joke of the day. You didn't even have to hit the like button for it.
I don't know what I like down here. My next level to the
I
downside
like
is
the
460 to
idea
480.
of this is why I don't do Wednesdays.
Well,
Like I could have figured something out in this, but
we're looking
it's just
at
not easy. It's not like in my face.
I mean, I think yesterday's pump was just anticipated earnings out of Google. So, but we got more big earnings this evening. I can't remember if it's Meta, Microsoft today, or let's take a look at financial juice here quick. Let's see what we got news-wise. So it's Meta and Microsoft and Starbucks at the bell. So I would expect some volatility around the close today. You're not the only one to stay away from Wednesdays, though, Fletcher. Actually, when I had banana bread trades on Goose, he said the same thing. He said he tries to stay away from trading on Wednesdays. For whatever reason, that tends to be his worst day of the week. as well. For me, it's Friday.
I say I'm not a huge fundamental guy at all, but some of the things that I've noticed is like so if we have like a big weekly range and it's mostly one-sided,
Mm-hmm.
then on Fridays we usually get like a retracement of that. But if we have a large or a decently large range throughout the week, but we're not near the high or the low of it on Friday, then we'll typically expand. So Fridays are, for me, Fridays are either like bread and butter or like you said, they're just no good.
Yep.
Wednesdays, Wednesdays, there are good Wednesdays, but most of the time they're not because it's like that middle of the week. Like it really depends on, at least for me, it depends on news and it depends on what the previous like Monday and Tuesday have done. Because no matter what day, I find days like say today we have like a 400 or 500 point range.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow morning, like I would not be trading the morning session. Like morning sessions after large ranges, like it doesn't even matter what day it is. It could be like my statistically best day to trade, and I still would stay out of it.
Okay.
I might
I'm seeing you
actually.
got
I'll
a
hold
level
off.
here.
I like how this looks. I would like the 575 long, but I don't know if I I don't want to do it.
I'm
I don't want to
thinking
do it
about
because I
long
want
here.
it. I want to do it because it shows me.
Actually, I'm going to get long here.
I say I'm about to do the same thing right after this closure, or maybe not.
Actually, I'll just look for 600. I'll just look for something small. I want to say we see more downside, but I think this could be a good, nice little breathe bounce here.
Yeah, I'll say I like the idea of longs here a lot. I just hope that it gives me the entry I want and doesn't decide to just pop real quick.
I'm anticipating the pop real quick. I want to see more follow through here, but
Let's see. My moment is coming.
sorry, I got really quiet. I'm in a trade.
You're good. I say I'm same thing. I mean, I'm not in it yet, but trying to make sure I'm locked in, ready to press that button. I've been trying to do more market orders lately and less limits just to get like, I feel like limits, I don't like, I have a tendency to have trades that never go in the money on limits. I'm long just now, by the way.
All right.
But yeah, I feel like marketing. Oh crap, I'm on micros. Damn it. All right, well, just imagine this is one mini. 'Cause I thought this was a mini. It's sim though, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, damn it, that's gay. So I am long from 576 and a quarter, targeting 704. Stop is at 551 and a quarter.
Targeting 704. Oh, you're going for a big boy move.
Yeah, that's why I really wish it was a mini, but
Going for the
It's sim,
big
though.
boy move. Kind of wanted to see a little more follow through here. We'll put my stop just below 60, just in case this thing feels like rejecting, because it's looking like it might.
I'm like debating adding 9 more micros since it's still at my entry, just for stream's sake, so you can see the real numbers. Nah, that looks good now. I like how this looks. I'm not touching it. I'll curse it.
Yeah, it's just not getting any kind of follow through to the upside right now.
Once we close above 588, my stop will go to break even. Well, not technically break even because my entry is 2 ticks higher or something than I wanted, but basically break even.
There we go.
I like to move it, move it.
There we go.
He like to move it, move it. He like to move it, move it. Thank you, market makers. I'm glad all the buyers and sellers agreed on the same thing at the same time. There is no algorithm. This is all random.
There is no algorithm, he says.
In case you guys were wondering, I'm definitely being sarcastic. Hate me or love me, but my beliefs are my beliefs.
Wow, it's really not going to come up there. It should get me. I'm at 98.75.
You're at 600, right?
Just shy of it. I'm front running it by a point.
Yeah, you'll get that. It's playing with you.
There we go. I'm out. All right.
Let's say it's because we're in my level. You were in my level. It was like, hold on. Hold on.
Hey, Fletcher, you want to see the total on that trade?
Probably.
Look at
Maybe not.
Look at the stream.
Hell yeah.
How you like them apples?
Hell yeah.
All right, so I'm up 420 on the session, guys. Just get a little base hit there because it could reject 600 here and go back down. Just happy the first one was a winner on stream today, Fletcher. I'm not gonna lie, brother. Like sometimes it's sometimes it's rough out here.
Rough out here in these filthy, filthy streets. Man, I want to add to this so bad, but I'm trying to stay away from my normal behavior because it's on stream and I want to look like a professional. But like this is.
Let's go over to your because I'm out of a trade.
I missed my, or not missed, but where I would have just added already came and went. So.
Palmetto, no. I forewarned him about the stream curse, but he seems to be in a winning trade right now as we speak, so we'll see. He's...
Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you. Or I forgot to move my stop up. God, I cannot see anything on this computer. The colors, like, not doing me any favors. Well, my laptop is just I don't want to say complete dog water, but it's like a i3 like $300 or $400 laptop. So my PC, I got the 4060 GPU and a Ryzen 7 AMD and like 32 gigs of RAM. Like that shit, I can't. Never had a problem with it. I wish I would have a problem with it so I could go back and be like, hey, that warranty I bought, I need a new one. Brand new baby.
Oh, sorry, Phoenix. Good morning, Phoenix. I apologize. Sorry, we were kind of scrambling to get the stream set up. Good morning, Nimkins, if you're still here.
New guy comes, and here we go, ignoring Phoenix again.
I'm sorry.
The new guy has a name.
Yes, Phoenix. Say hello to Fletcher.
Man, watching dollars get made on a micro, it's just like if they only had micros and trading, I don't know if I ever would have been able to get into it. Like having that crazy over leveraged mini, definitely.
You're looking
like
really good on your position right now. I think you at least get VWAP at this point, which is up at 670.
Where's you at? 670. Heard. I say I do. So I don't want to kill it early because I don't have a runner, but somewhere around like 660, 680, or like VWAP area, I could definitely, because like where I am right now is kind of my end all terminus. Like even if it does go past 704, like I don't want to be in it for that.
If you
But
honestly, if you get a pullback into 600 and price holds above 600 and never goes back below, it would be a good ad spot in my eyes. If you're looking to add a little bit more size, but this might just honestly fully retrace that last down push that we had on the open.
well, I'm in so like I'm 76. Oh shit, I'm like damn near 50 points up.
I know.
Yeah, I can't add as much as I want.
I know. Yeah, your only ad is a hold above 600. It's the only
It
thing
just
that makes
fuck
sense.
up my DC or my entry price.
Your average entry.
Adding as much as I want. Yeah, exactly. Pop it like it's hot.
I mean, ES just cleared a level that it needs to for more upside. As long as the ES is holding above 58.68, I like the NQ back up as well.
We don't have any more news, right?
Oh,
We don't have 10 o'clock or
Palmetto's
anything.
asking what's in the ICT workbook. Here we go. He started it, Fletcher. Fletcher forewarned me, all right? Fletcher forewarned me before the stream. He forewarned me. Yeah, we do got news coming up here shortly as well, just so you know.
It's not red, though. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Pending home sales ain't on nothing. They don't want no smoke.
Hey, Fletcher, I got to run to the restroom real quick. Have fun with my chat. Stream takeover, brother.
All right, guys. All right. I need his account password. We're going to full port long. This would be my add-in for anyone wondering. I would add in right now, but for obvious reasons, like average entry price and the fact that it's simulated to begin with, I'm not going to. What's in it though? Is that where ICT lives? I actually have ICT in my closet right now. I don't know if you've seen, but all that like Patrick Whelan beef and everything. It's actually me. I was the one that drew the abs on his belly and everything. I've just been taking him over. He's been teaching me for free, and in exchange, I give him food and water. It's a pretty good deal, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people pay a lot for mentorships, and all I have to do is just give him like leftovers, so it's not bad. Oh, yes, Dave. Yes. Yes. I am. Yeah. I ain't even got words. I don't even want to. I'm not trying to like get too far down the rabbit hole, but by saying that there's no algo, you, like, I think all the buyers and sellers just agree, man. There's just one big group chat. And they're just like, hey, let's all buy right now. Let's all sell right now. And that's why this is working, right? Like the reason my pump is working right now, like I just got on the right side of buyers. There's no algo doing this. So I mean, 76.25 to 71. It's like 5 points of drawdown for like 50 some odd points. It's probably random, right? That's probably all it is. Probably just random. I just got lucky. Cheap trade, you know? Definitely no reason behind this, no logic, nothing like that. It just happened to work today. Yeah, Dave, I was looking at that too, because I got my other motive wave pulled up on my PC. the 1 hour and the daily, that 7-Eleven level. I've been watching the 7-Eleven, that consequent encroachment of that wick. Actually, let's pull up the daily real quick. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? But yeah, the 7-Eleven level here. We find like we opened up above it today, and like it's going through it now, but I expect to see us still hold above it. Stop talking in your encrypted language. Sorry, man. I'm just speaking the language of winners. The language of profitability. The language of knowing what the markets are doing and why they're doing it. What the algos are thinking.
Sorry, my mic was muted. I was talking that whole time. Yeah, I think you got a winner, Fletch. Were you talking ICT the whole time I was gone?
Not directly. I might have said something about how he's in my closet teaching me for free, and I'm the one that's actually beefing with Patrick Whelan on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat here, and it it looks like
Dave
Dave probably loved every minute of that conversation too. He probably loved every minute of that conversation.
See, I don't want to trail my stop yet, because it feels like I will definitely get tapped out. But I'm also not trying to just...
600's just below 600's a reasonable stop at this point. You don't want to give it all back. If it does,
nah. I
flush out.
I like the idea. Let's just see. Let's see what she wants.
You were gonna report the stream, Phoenix? He was talking about ICT.
It's awesome. People don't even know why he's wrong. I would love to have that.
It's not
debate,
that his ideology
think that,
is wrong. You know, it's just the marketing of it. Like he's a good,
and see, like,
he's a good marketer.
I get that completely. Like I understand that people don't like his personality necessarily, but I just don't understand why they don't keep that same energy. Because they say they don't like ICT, and then they go watch every other streamer do the same thing.
Yeah,
like, they just
yeah. I mean,
rage and talk shit and start drama. Like,
dude, did you happen to see Patrick Whelan's post to Top Step? The guys at Top Step. Holy cow! Just asking for the smoke.
We're from Florida, man. That's the one thing he and I got in common. We're Floridians, man. We're wild. We'll fight about anything.
Oh,
like,
man.
We don't even care. We'll know we're wrong, and we still just want to bicker with you.
Oh, man. Like, I read that post, and I was like, whoa, brother. Like,
my favorite was when he was talking about how ICT owes him 500K, and ICT was like, man, I would invite you over, but your girl wouldn't want to leave. Stay safe, Patricia.
Yeah, Palmetto.
Like,
Palmetto loves him some Patrick Whelan. Let me tell you.
Bro, I love watching him talk about, like, because there's nothing wrong with trend lines and bull flags. Like, if you know how to use them, you know how to use them. Mm-hmm. But I love how he sits there and he's like, the market is making a bull flag so that only the elites can get in this trade with me. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense.
Okay, you're coming up on VWAP right now. This will be where you want to watch what happens here. Hopefully you just get a strong push right through it.
Push it, baby. Push it. All right, guys. I know you might not like it, but I'm going to need all of y'all help. Because I'm on stream today using ICT concepts, and boom, it's hitting. So I'm gonna need y'all to give him some love and get him in here, let him know I'm making him proud. His sons might not be able to trade, but I sure can. Like, Sorry, Caleb. Sorry, Cameron, but I'm the son your dad never had.
Oh wow. Oh wow. These bold statements coming out of the young man right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. All right, so if it doesn't hold that 45-ish, I'm expecting a retest of that.
Yeah, I mean, you expect a little slap here. I was hoping, honestly, it would just rifle right through VWAP, but it definitely rejected. So, yeah.
Well, I say like I would like to see it not retest, but like it definitely like I have to allow it to retest and see like it didn't even come down and it's looking like it's gonna push away, so we'll be good. I feel like I'm just over analyzing everything right now. I'm not used to this chart color. I'm like trying to make sure it's not doing it's doing what I think it's doing and not the opposite. All right, let's move this two swings below. Put that like right there.
What I don't want to see is I don't want to see it just chop here for a while. Because it very easily could.
How many likes we got on the stream? Let's see.
Yeah, speaking of which, good call, Fletcher. Hey, guys, if you haven't yet, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Fletcher, do you have any socials you want us to link in the description?
Not really. I said like I don't really use Instagram or anything.
Okay.
I have my Discord, which I feel like most people probably see me in Discord. I have like, I mean, obviously I have a Google account, but like I have a YouTube channel that I haven't ever done anything with. But
yeah, okay.
like, if you guys wanted to just like click on my name and subscribe to my zero content, then feel free. But
yeah. Well, we'll sort all that out at some point then. Yeah, it's nice having guests on. It takes some of the workload off me. I'll be honest with you. It's
honestly, I'll say it's nice. Like I like watching streams because it kind of like helps distract me.
mm-hmm.
But I didn't expect to like being on stream as much. I feel like this is honestly like putting my mind at more ease, being able to like actually talk through things.
Yeah. Well, you're actually, I mean, you're in a banger trade right now. That's part of it. You know, if you were sitting there slinging losers constantly, it'd probably be not a great stream for you. But honestly, it's the company that you keep when you're on stream. Like if the vibes are good, you're gonna have a good time. It's simple as that. Basically, we're just hanging out, brother. Like there's no stress, you know.
Facts.
I mean, we could just sit here and clown each other all day, and it's good content.
Should I let the chat decide? Do I hold for 704 or do I take it off at 680? Or 680 and a half, I guess.
Oh, are you sure you want to let my chat decide here? Because they're going to say max leverage. They're going to say add. Add.
He's going to say add.
They're going to say, no, you
all
hold
right.
for 21K.
So one in the chat to hold to 704, 2 to take off at 680, 3 to get up and go to the bathroom.
25K, Mac? 25K, Mason? Hold for 25K?
Bro, I think everyone, I don't even think my sim account would be like, they'd be like, no, you can't hold through the weekend. You can't hold for the next 4 contract rollovers.
4.
Hold for new all-time highs.
Albu.
There's 6, or no, not quite, but almost 680.
Albu, I saw your post and level up. I hope everything's okay, brother. Yeah, you take your time.
I did the same thing. I saw that earlier. I did the same thing, man. So I hope you find what you're looking for, because it helped me a lot doing the same thing. This past, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know, Palmetto, ask him, Palmetto or Goose, but however long I've been Ghost until this week, basically, like it wasn't it wasn't me necessarily even going ghost on people. It was just like I gotta get my stuff right. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got. If you got to go in noise reduction mode, you got to go in noise reduction mode. I mean, you got, at the end of the day, we're here to make money, and if you're not making money, you got to figure out why you're not making money.
exactly.
So
Albu instantly likes Fletcher for not having VWAP. I had my fair share of VWAP back in the day.
I just have it on my charts for a reference point. I don't really use it for anything other than that.
I said for me it was I used to do like high frequency scalping and like I just wanted reactions off of things.
Mm-hmm.
Now like I just can't. It doesn't work for me. Like I mean it works sometimes, but I become too like overzealous and like wanting a reaction off everything and just button smashing. No, it's worked a lot better for me to just find a direction and hold.
Well, you're trading the right way. I mean, target to target is the way to trade, level to level. So, this trade that you're in right now, I mean, you're only, I mean, how far are you away from target? 30 points? 30 points away from target right now? And you're up almost 100?
I want to just take it off at 680. Yeah, I'm 576. Yeah, I think I was just at 100 points exactly, to be honest. I'm gonna hold, let's put it,
yeah, Albu.
630.
We've all been there. We've all been there, brother.
All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Let's see if I come back to 704 or 630.
All right. Well, chat, how we doing today? We hanging in there? Fletcher's on a nice big trade here. I probably should have just held my mini, but I wanted to just get a base hit. I haven't been trading well lately. I've had a couple good trades, but they've been off stream. So on stream, I just wanted to lock in a winner. Yeah, Fletcher's killing it. He did preface it. He is on sim, so the emotions aren't what they would be if there was real money on the line. But no, it's a good trade still nonetheless. I mean, if we can get back above 680, test 700, and come back and hold 680 to, well, really down here into 70, hold 670. I'm not opposed to hopping on another long, but yeah, I agree, Nimkins. I don't care. I don't care if it's on a real account or not. I just like to see good trading. Fletcher's in a good one right now. He's in a really good trade. He probably will have to make a decision here shortly with that second test of 680 and a hold below, but
damn, all right, Harsh, I see you. Damn, didn't even know me got me blocked, man. I got
well, Harsh is Phoenix on Discord.
I'm just playing.
He's Phoenix on Discord.
Probably banned me from, or blocked me from
probably from Good Gains.
GG's, yeah, on God. I don't know what I said, but I probably did it. I ain't even gonna cap.
Did you clown on Good Gains? Did you clown on GG?
Yeah, I've probably clowned on everybody, bro. Like, I don't do it to hate, but like if I have the opportunity, like, I'll never start something, but I'll end it. So if I walk into fire, I like to explain it as I'm like a gasoline container.
Yeah.
Like I'm good by myself. I can keep it together by myself. But if you put me close to a fire, I will add to it. I will add to it.
I never clowned in there. I pretty much just posted my trading plans in GG, and then quietly went away. unless
Yeah,
unless somebody added me in there, you know.
I say I used to.
Fletcher is a
I
fan
don't
of
know.
Jack. No, do you know Jack Fletcher and GG?
Jack who? Nougat?
His name is just Jack, and it's got this profile.
Oh no, are you talking about that AI photo? That weird? No, hell nah, hell nah. No, 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 no. Why do you think I'm a fan, man? Why do you think I'm a fan? Bro, I call out all the fans. I was calling out Annie. Y'all remember Annie? I was the first one. I can even show you receipts, bro. You guys know Ryan
Annie
Beck. You all know
Tyzak?
Ryan Beck. Yes, bro. Annie was texting Ryan and all this crazy stuff, and I was like, bro, I texted Ryan. I could pull it up on stream. I was like, this is AI, bro. I don't know why she's talking to you. And he was like, oh, she's talking to everyone. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And then poof, she's gone. And now everyone's like, oh, she's AI. And I'm like, y'all, I've been said that. I've been said
Dude,
that.
she apparently had $1 million in like Apex funded accounts and blew it all in one day or something like that. I don't know what happened.
Because she traded 10 ES for like 2 take profits or something. Like she was just a button smasher.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no way that even happened. She was, I don't know. Again, ask Palmetto. He saw. I'm pretty sure he was in more of her conversations than I was. But yeah, she was saying something about 2 or 3 tick like hyper scalps. Like she's right or right out, and I'm like, yeah, that's crazy because you just blew up. So I don't know if you're right or right out or just right blown up. But
I would assume and then when Apex made their rule change that like you have to have, because she would just give it a wide stop,
a
right?
strategy. Well, and I remember she supposedly made a video. She supposedly recorded a video and submitted it and got paid out. But there was no, like, I don't know, you don't have to prove it, I guess, but like, if you're gonna be claiming payouts and stuff, like, prove it.
On that size payout, if you're claiming that size payout, yeah, 100%.
Prove it.
Like we don't care about
like no one
a
asked.
$2,000 payout, but if you're claiming like you just got $1 million payout, and Apex has only given out 2 of those ever, apparently. So you
like your name isn't even on the payout board, like.
Yeah. I don't know.
I love this like 10 o'clock chop. Like what the heck, man?
Honestly, Fletcher, the rest of the day could kind of be like this with the earnings at the bell. I mean, I'm not.
We should do a fake end of stream and then immediately come right back and see if we don't get a pop.
Oh yeah.
Seems to work for Matt. Hey guys, see you tomorrow. Oh, boom.
My chat claims that it works on here as well. Normally when I end the stream, I go do something else for 30-40 minutes. But they claim it happens on here as well. The end of stream dump or the end of stream pump or whatever it is.
Like overall, I don't think we look like, if you look at daily charts and everything, it doesn't necessarily make sense for us to go up. But again, I'm an algo believer, so if Dave's the only one listening, then that's fine. But I truly think that we are being forced higher right now. Like I don't think this is sustainable, but I think this is where they want it to be. I think they're trying to get up to all-time highs because if you look, like, let's just pull it up. Maybe it'll make something happen here.
Well,
let me change
I'm
this.
looking at the daily right now on mine, and as long as price is holding above the daily 20 SMA for me, I'm leaning long side. I'm looking for buy the dip situation, and we currently are on NQ above the daily 20. So
I was like, I like this 7-11 level. Especially even though we're so,
yeah,
the way I look at wicks and like open candles is I really go off the body. Like wicks can do the damage, but like I'm looking at how the body respects things. So especially with how we're kind of hammering out right now, if this daily, even if it closes red, can close at or above around the 7-Eleven level, then I still like the idea of coming up here to tap new all-time highs. But like it once, like our red days are 2 or 3 times our green days. So like I think that like we're trying as sellers to bring it down, but we don't get to control the market 100%. Like if we could control the market, we could do like if we could fully control the market 100%, no intervention, then like we could send it. And it looks to me like every time we try to send it, it slowly just like they're like, no, 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 not yet. No, 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 not yet. No, 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 not yet. Like, let me just eat back up, stop hunt. Okay, slap. Eat back up, stop hunt. Okay, slap.
I just think it makes downside is what makes sense right now. We have a lot of like the major players that are overvalued as far as where their stock price is right now, like Nvidia especially, for what the company is. So you have a lot of people taking profits up here as well on stocks like that. So that's also why the futures will trade down. I do think we need a market correction overall. I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm not going to try to predict that because the market can go as high as it wants to go. You know, and
November 8th. Let's play.
Well, we got the election coming up, and then we all know what happens around Christmas time. We get the Santa Claus rally. So it might not be till next year till we see some downside, some extended downside. But as of right now, until the NASDAQ is back below 20,400, I will only be looking for longs. I will not be looking for shorts. I need a reclaim below. I'm not one of those people that can like ride every wave that the market makes, so to speak.
No, yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. Especially, that's the one thing I've always liked trading the open. Like the open.
You like the first like 5 to 10 minutes?
I love it. I love it. I live for it, bro. I can't even lie. Okay. Like it. I love it.
Are you a gambler, Fletcher? Do you like going to the casino? Do you like
Not really. I'll say so. Like as far as gambling goes, like I like playing roulette, but I wouldn't say. Like I'll do a little bit of sports betting as far as like if it's a team I like, or especially I don't know if you've ever done any like. Actually, I don't even know if you can do it in Kentucky. Do you guys have sports books?
Yeah.
Can you do like sports betting?
Yep.
So they have like the player futures and team futures. I like doing that just because like.
Oh, you gotta talk to Nimkins. Nimkins likes doing that. He bets on my Lions every week. He's trying to bet on them winning the Super Bowl as we speak. I'm like, you keep your dirty money away from my team, bro.
I want to put I think it's the Patriots have the highest or the least likelihood right now. So like if you put like $2 on the Patriots winning the Super Bowl, it pays like $2,500 or something.
Yeah, that's
like
never gonna happen.
Crazy.
It's a waste of $2.
Exactly. But I'm like, bro, like it's crazy how, because like for basketball, I'm not really a basketball guy, but March Madness, bro, I made some money during March Madness. I made some money during March Madness. But I'll say as far as like, I get like trading is gambling in its own way. Like no matter how much you think you know what you're doing, like it could obviously do whatever it wants.
You are real close to your TP right now, by the way.
Yeah, I say I'm watching it. I'm worried it's gonna go like 703 3/4.
No, I mean you got value area high up there. You're good. It's going.
Pump it, baby, pump it.
It's going
10 points,
there.
9 points, 8 points,
That's
7 points.
Massive trade. Massive trade.
But see, this is why I like the open, because like, even though the first like 5-10 minutes wasn't really, I mean it kind of was. But I say even though it took a little bit longer for me to get my setup, like
we took those trades like 20 minutes in, about 15-20 minutes in.
My entry is at 9:46.
Phoenix, do I make memes about the ICT guy or not? Oh yeah, Fletcher. Fletcher's a pretty good sport, Phoenix. So I'm sure he won't mind. you can troll him a little bit.
You control me with this turtle soup happening.
Oh geez, here it comes. Turtle soup. What's another one? Silver bullet. Is that another one?
No, silver bullet's bullshit.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I like it. It can work, but it's bullshit. It's very much like a. I don't even know. Like it doesn't.
Dave threw every ICT
it's one of those things,
thing, every ICT term in his last post. Expansion, consolidation, manipulation down, now uppies.
Turtle soup is real though. Like I can't even lie. Turtle soup is real. Now, like being able to actually utilize it, that's different.
Judas
but the
swing.
idea behind turtle, honestly, that too. Like it's another thing. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like the way he says it, but I understand it now. Like once I got past his craziness,
His
I was
rhetoric.
like, I see what he's saying. Exactly.
His near dictator rhetoric.
Bro, this is just the weirdest. Like I feel like it's going slow. Like these 1 minute candles feel like 5 minute candles.
And a unicorn setup, Dave.
Hey,
what is going on here?
Nah, unicorns. Listen, unicorns are kind of hard to find unless you like spend your whole life looking for them. But
Phoenix,
dude,
I'll look at
unicorns?
Discord. Actually, here, I'll look on my phone. We can't navigate away from Discord right now from where we're at.
Let's see what we got. This better be a good meme, man. Put my life on the line like that. It better be a good meme. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh, Phoenix. Yeah, he's funny. He is funny.
Diamond hands, diamond hands.
Yep, no, you got it. I think you've got this.
I
Nice
need
Porsche.
music. I need to like play some fucking ragers right now.
Yeah, be careful. The copyright strikes come in hot and heavy and quick from YouTube, brother. Like
I just want to rock.
I had Mason
Yeah.
on one of my earlier streams, and he was listening to music on his headphones. It wasn't even audible on the stream, and they copyright struck us
That's crazy.
immediately. And then Goose, he said all his music was copyright free, and we played his music off of Spotify when he was on, just to
And they still got you?
and they still got us.
That's crazy. That's his music.
Yeah, it's his music, but I think he sampled other music, like instrumentals,
Yeah.
in some of his tunes, and I think that's what got us. So yeah, YouTube's on top of it. Like they are on top of it. I guess you could. Well, it would just be weird because you'd hear the stream on delay and it would mess with you on the 10-second delay. But there is music on the stream. It's just really faint. Like I don't listen to any music when I'm streaming at all. There's no sound. I'm in a quiet room, other than when I have guests on and I'm chatting with you.
I usually just sit in silence, and then once I get in a trade, especially in moments like this where I'm like, it's just playing with me. I'm like, let me play some music, close my eyes,
It's about
open
to go
my
grab
eyes
your
again,
take
and
profit right now. You should at least get a wick up there.
that's what I'm saying.
there's
Like
no reason for it
if
to
it'll
come.
just wick it, I'll kill it. Like it doesn't have to fill me out. I just want it to wick it. Like it doesn't have to actually fill my order.
Where are you at? 704?
Like just give me. Yeah.
Yeah, you should get. Oh.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah, they're trying to keep you in this
I
trade.
think people are. I can't tell if they like if there's. To me, it seems like people are trying to chase it and they're just rolling them over. People are trying to buy the top and they're just slapping it over them. Because like we seem to, it doesn't look like we're reversing to me yet. Like, to me, it still seems like we're gonna go higher. It just looks like they're trying to keep people from being in that move.
Well, you got a big block at 700. Well, it's not even that big. It's like 60, a 60 block at 700. It's looking like, I don't know if we've got sellers. I think it's more player longs taking profit here right at 700 or just below. But it looks like you'll get that sweep. There's still some liquidity above 700 as well on the DOM. So, in fact, all the way up to like just shy of 740. So I think you get the sweep.
Oh yeah. It's just
gonna,
like
it's gonna chop
slowing down, going high. Gonna be S&T reversal.
Oh jeez,
Dave, I honestly have respect for people that use SMT, but I've never been good with it. Like, I understand the idea behind it, but I'm not very good at using it. Like, I can see, like, all right, here's a higher high and here's failed to make a higher high, but what to do with that information is kind of out of my realm.
Yeah, I've never gotten on board with any of that stuff. It just always seems like
my favorite
those
thing
guys are trying to sell you something for
See,
a reason.
That's my thing. The reason that I didn't like ICT for the longest time is because of all the people who teach ICT. But if you learn ICT from ICT, it's a whole different ball game. And like once I realized that, I was like, okay, heard that. Like, let me actually try this. Because I mean, like, to each their own. If like, I understand not everything works for everyone.
So
but
what
when
you
people
do,
say
like
fair value gaps,
the free mentorship?
yeah, like just so I've done a lot of his stuff, but most of what you see is a mix of the 2022 mentorship and the 2024 mentorship.
Okay.
I don't know, like it is controversial. People say fair value gaps don't work, right? every single zone you see on my chart is a fair value gap. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
It's not support and resistance. Every single one is a fair value gap. So like I can understand how people, like, some people say they don't work, and that's fine, but
no, they work.
I'm using them right now.
But the fact that you call them fair value gap is what cracks me up. It's just a low volume node. That's what it is.
It's better than the alternative because they're like, this is technically sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and like this would be a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So like there's different characteristics, but that's just like semantics.
Yeah. It cracks me up. No, honestly, I don't care what terminology you use. I don't care. If you're an ICT guy, it doesn't bother me. It makes me laugh. But
he said it makes me laugh.
It does make me laugh. But whatever your brain registers with, like if the terminology makes sense to you and the movement makes sense to you using ICT concepts, by all means use ICT concepts. DJP talks about it all the time when he's on Trading with the Boys on Friday. He's an ICT guy. Not that he's an ICT guy, but like he uses ICT terminology to recognize patterns and setups and things like that.
That's it.
And that's fine.
Dave and I are gonna have a trade-off: ICT versus TT trades. Let's see the master teacher. Let's see who's got it down.
Morning, DCD. Welcome.
50K.
DCD, say hello to Fletcher.
Counts. Morning, DCD. Yes. Yeah, Dave. And my favorite is the liquidity that doesn't show on like the book maps and stuff. The like quote unquote liquidity. The algo liquidity, as he calls it. Doesn't matter if there's one order or 20 orders, it's just going to refer to that. Doesn't really doesn't really care what the level 2 says. I'll say I shut off level 2 too. 2-2. But yeah, I don't even use level 2 anymore. I mean, I have it on my Dom, but I don't. The only reason I even have the Dom up is for executions. I don't pay attention to the Dom. I'm not packs. Like it. I see. Like I understand some people. It can be beneficial for some things, but like
Fletcher, I know
to actually
some
like
of the best traders I know only use the Dom. They don't even use charts.
yeah, I say that. For me, it's not even like I'm sure it's probably super beneficial. I just don't even know. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm not.
Right now, I just
need
look
visuals.
for it for. I look for big blocks just for like targets, kind of. You know, generally when you see a big block near price will kind of navigate towards that big block, as you would call it, a draw on liquidity. So, like that's what I use it for. But the one thing that the Dom doesn't tell me is whether it's longs taking profits, if that order is like an institution taking profits, or if it's an actual seller sitting there. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I don't know the difference.
Facts.
So,
And
yeah,
I said this. I don't know if I never really paid that much attention to it prior, so I don't know if this is something that like you look at as well. But how? Like you probably see at the top of my chart, it says time of day.
mm-hmm.
That's like my biggest thing. Like that's my biggest reminder. That's my biggest confluence. That's my biggest everything. Because if the time of day isn't there, then I just can't take the trade. Because like this is kind of like the guru talk, but it's called time and price. So like if you look at if you were to look at time and price, which I don't look at that, but like it's time and then price. So like for me to execute, it has to be the right time of day and then the price where I need to execute. Because if the way I trade, if it's not in line with time, then it just doesn't work very well for me. Also, real quick, this 1030, okay, yeah, I'm out, guys.
Oh, nice trade, brother.
I ended up getting out at 680. The 1030 to 1130, it looks like we might go tap my 704, but I don't care. 1030 to 1130, especially with my typical morning trades like this, that's usually when we reverse. We seek the liquidity of those in profit. And right now we don't really have any pullbacks. It's basically just a pump. So I would definitely anticipate some downside before further ups. But whatever. Let's see, we got
Tyler saying draw some boxes, Fletcher, and it'll bounce.
576 and a quarter to 680. So 104 points exactly on stream.
No, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic trade.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. Couldn't have done it without y'all.
That is one of the bigger trades on stream, so on my stream so far, actually, point wise.
And
point wise,
I don't know, for anyone who didn't know, for anyone who wasn't here when I got in this trade, I thought I was getting in with one mini and I got in with one micro. We talked about if I would add or not, decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
But this would have been a $2,000 trade, not a $200 trade.
Yep.
I'm not trying to like be a hindsight guy whatsoever at all. I called all this out. Rewind.
Yeah.
I'm not ICT. Like rewind the stream. I called it out. I said 704 was where I was going to target before I even got an entry. So
I can't tell you, Fletcher, how many times I say I made it all back off stream. I can't tell you.
Like I promise I'm not boasting. Like I'm just trying to show that I held my word. That's all. If I had lost, I would do the same thing. I expect the same accountability no matter what.
Yep. 100%. No, it was a great trade. I mean, it was well designed.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Well
I say I'm very, very happy because this. I mean, again, we talked about this earlier. This is a no trade day for me. So, like
and
this,
yet,
even though like
point wise, was that one of your bigger trades that you've hit recently?
Yeah, this week for sure. Monday, Monday I had like a 11-point loss, and then yesterday I had like a 4 or 5 point break even.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm basically scratch on the week, and then this is sim, so still scratch. But I think my biggest trade to date was like 146 points, something like that.
That's a big trade.
But yeah, this is definitely, I'm definitely proud of this one.
Yeah, no, it
Definitely
was a
proud
good
of this
trade.
one. It's honestly like more than the like the full execution. I'm happy with the entry, because what I've learned is like I've been able to become happy with not having perfect exits.
Mm-hmm.
I've had so many trades where like I just want the perfect exit and it'll miss me by like 2 points, and then that I hate that feeling. Like that feeling of losing all the money you just watch print upwards, like
Yep.
that shit's hard. So like just having the good entry to where it's like even if I only get 10, 15, 20 points, like my entry was good. I didn't have to hold like 20, 30 points of drawdown. Like,
No, you caught it on the way back up. Did you ever go red on the trade at all?
yes, but no. I was red on the wicks, but I never had a candle close red. All the candles closed above my entry, but they did slightly wick below for my entry was 76, and there was a wick that went to 71. So I had 5 points of unrealized drawdown on a wick, but like the candle closed up. So
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't ever remember you being in a whole lot of drawdown ever on that trade, so that was well done, sir. Well done. Tenor's asking, say more about the clock timing thing. He's trying to learn.
So first and foremost,
Actually, Fletcher, take
definitely
over for a minute.
all right, bet. I'll say first and foremost, take everything that I say kind of loosely, because this is how I use it, but I'm not qualified. Like I'm not going to be the guy that like tries to teach ICT. So like don't take this as like a lesson. But for me, I think, even if you don't know exactly, you probably heard there's like 20-minute macros. So like the last 10 minutes and the first 10 minutes of each hour. So there's like 9:50 to 10:10, 10:50 to 11:10. Those are not the only two, but those are the only two that I really pay attention to. And then there's the 10:30 to 11:30, which is like the 1 hour macro, and that's like the lunch hour. And between 10:30 and 11:30 is typically where you'll see it'll reverse against those who are in the money, but not necessarily reverse on the day. So the reason that I got out, like I moved my stop up here to this 680, is at 10:30. It already looks like we're kind of starting to go back down, but I'm anticipating us to take out some of these lows because we haven't had any true pullback. So all the people who are long from where I was or anywhere in here, they're going to come this 10:30 to 11:30. It's likely for this to come back and stop those out who didn't take profit. There are other macros. If you do the silver bullet, which to each their own, I've never found great success with it, but I know people who only trade silver bullets. There's the 10 to 11 and then the 2 to 3 p.m. It's honestly, it's really about finding what works for you as far as time wise. I just like being inside the like 10:50 to 11:10 or 9:50 to 10:10. The one thing, if you go, that's actually not here. I forget. I'll find it. I'll send it in Discord. But those are the like macros that I use. And then if you look at the previous day close, the first like 9:30 to 10 a.m., that's your like initial bias. So you're basically just trading the gap. So even though it's like it sold down first from here, like I was still long biased for the gap. And then like I just kind of waited for my spot. And that's, yeah, I don't really got much else to say, to be honest. I say it's basically just time and then price. And I really only pay attention to the chart based off what time it is. So like right now, like we're not doing anything, first of all, but like it's not a time for me to be interested in anything. So like I'm looking to see why that is, basically. So like anytime I'm not in a window where I can trade, I'm looking to see why I'm prohibiting myself from trading in that window. So like from 10:30 to now, it's all this. So this is like a reminder to myself, like, okay, this is why I don't trade outside my windows. Because like, even if I thought I saw something here, it clearly wasn't there. Like it's just chopped. So I found that when time is on your side and it still behaves like this, it's much more telling of what the day will be like. Because like right now, this could just be a moment of accumulation. Like if we open like this and you're in the macro where like you should be getting good movement and like searching for highs or lows and it's staying in a steady range, it's likely going to be like that all morning until the afternoon session, or it'll just be like that all day, like I think Monday was. Is there some period to 8? Yeah, so I stopped trading around 10:30 or 11. I usually, yeah, I agree, Dave. But yeah, usually 10:30 or 11 is where I stop trading. For the most part, I only trade the open. I trade like 9:30 to 11, 9:30 to 10:30-ish. But on days where there's 10 o'clock news and 8:30 news, I have well, it's not mine, it's ICT's, but I have I have a model where I can trade off the 8:30 news, not trade the 8:30 news, but trade after the 8:30 news, because I don't like 10 o'clock news days. 10 o'clock news days, today it was orange, that's no big deal, but when we have like red folder news at 10 o'clock, I try to stay out of those days because usually the market is held until 10 o'clock and then the news will come out and it'll do whatever it's going to do, and then it just keeps running and it doesn't really give you the chance to get in unless you chase it. But yeah, I say sometimes I get on my computer between like 7:30 and 8, so I am marking things out. I do have some things on my chart right now that I don't have marked out just because I wasn't really planning on executing or anything today. I didn't do my full setup, but really it's more about the trades than anything, because if I get on and the first, like, market opens at 9:30, if by 9:45, like if this candle right here is 9:30 and then all of this is until 9:45, I'm closing the computer, I'm done for the day. Like I'm done. It doesn't matter to me if we have a straight 100-point runner after I get off, because it's spending too much time in areas that I'm interested in. Because the areas that I look for are not chill lounges. It's not like a vape lounge. It's not here for price to come and chill and hang out and grab a drink. It's supposed to go there and take off. So if it's hanging out in those areas, it's usually very telling of what the rest of the day will bring. So time is like, just because I have the time to be here does not mean I'll be here. It's very much understanding when you will lose money, because if you can understand when you'll lose money, you don't even have to worry about making money, because you're not going to put yourself in low probability situations. And what's low probability for me might not be low probability for you, so that's where you got to like find your own model. But I would say, in my opinion, if you start paying attention to time, even if you don't use anything else ICT, if you just pay attention to time, I think you will notice, or even if you just look at your old trades, just go through your previous trades, look at your good trades and your bad trades, and just do how many of those trades, how many of those winners were between 9:50 and 10:10, or how many of them were between 10 and 11, or 10:30 and 11:30, or how many of them, like, just figure out what times you're trading in. And that's what I did. I was like, oh wow, like, because I never fully paid attention to time, but I noticed around 10 o'clock was whenever my trades were hitting. And then when I learned about the macros, I was like, holy crap. Like like not every, but 80% of my trades, when they're in line with this time, even if they don't win, they give me at least 10, 15, 20 points. Like they give me something. And if I take that same trade at 1034, like it's nothing. It's just instant slap. What's your bread and butter trade? Honestly, the one that I just did on stream.
I was about to say. I was about to say. You just threw out a pretty good example, brother. Like live for everybody to see.
I don't want to say that it's easy, but it's becoming easy. It's one of those things. I was one of those traders where I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I had nothing. Like I don't even know what I thought I had. I had nothing. I had nothing. I had VWAP, I had initial balance, and I had depth of market, and I thought buying quote unquote untested wicks or this is not a slight at Matt for anyone who thinks that. That is not at all what this is, but I had no idea what I was doing. So like I was being like I got profitable from that. Like I was getting I blew up. I didn't take the payout, but like I got an account to pay out, and I got funded on 12 plus accounts like that. Like I had my fair time with it, but this I would say like is the first time I've had like a true I know what I'm looking for setup. Like even because like this morning, so like say I was overall bullish this morning, but it used to be I would go in bullish, but then this first 10 minutes we're just going down. So now all of a sudden my bias has flipped. I'm trying to short off of this. Like I didn't really know what I was doing. Like even if my overall trade plan was right, I didn't know how to stick to it because I didn't know what I was looking for. So I thought I had to like adapt and overcome. So this, like I said, I'm not the person to teach this. I'm still learning. I'm a student, but I'm more than happy to explain and put people on game. And I will say, like, I learned all of this from ICT himself. So if you want to learn exactly what I learned it from ICT. So like, you by no means have to, but this is all 100% free information on YouTube. Like, yeah, you'll have to listen to quite a few lectures. There's like 30 or 40 lectures or something, and to be honest though, like you don't even have to watch all of them. I recommend you do because there's so much information that if some of it starts to click for you, you want all of it. So if it's not making sense for you, don't force yourself to watch it. But if it's one of those things where you're like, I'm going to start utilizing this, keep watching, because there have been a couple times I was like, yeah, like he showed me how to do this. Like I don't need that anymore. And then like ICT order blocks are not what everyone else calls order blocks. And once I learned ICT order blocks, I became very good at holding trades. Very good at holding trades. Like this morning, this trade right here, understanding the ICT order blocks is what kept me in this trade. And also, I never thought about it, but if you look like this whole pump up, like there's low, like these lows here, these lows here, these lows here, these lows here. None of the lows are interfering with the previous ones. Like they're kind of touching the wick a little bit, but this is the opening price of these lows and it's not touching it on any of them. And not only is it just tapping the wick, but the wicks that are tapping, the bodies are closing way higher. So like what I was saying about wicks do the damage, but I really only care about the bodies. None of those candles are interfering with the previous lows. So it's not, I don't want to say it's not going to roll over yet, but like there's no reason to be worried about it rolling over yet, because like from what I've seen and like the amount of screen time I've put in, like I can trust that that's just a slight retracement. That's just accumulation. That's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out now. Fat finger, fat finger, fat finger. Like,
well, they're probably you're playing the probability. So you found the probabilities higher with certain setups, and you're 90% certain that the trade's going to continue to run in your favor, so you're not worried about the little dips down. Pretty much that whole trade.
When did your turn? So trading turned the corner for you. Honestly, recently. Um, recently. Full transparency, I haven't taken a payout from a prop firm. Um, I've taken like when I was in Forex, like I've taken payout. I wouldn't say they're like it's no money to write home about, like nothing. I've not made cool money off of it. But when I was doing Forex, I had little payouts here and there from my little personal account. But as far as futures props go, I've passed a lot of them. I've gotten a couple of them to pay out, but I've yet to take. And the thing is, though, the reason that I lost the Apex account was one, I had poor risk management, but they denied my, or not denied, they wouldn't let me request my payout because I forget what it was. It was like one of the days I didn't make enough money on one of the days or something. They said it was like a flip day or whatever it was, but I was on the payout thing trying to request a payout and like it wouldn't let me. Like it said you cannot request a payout from this account. And I was like, well, that's sick. And that kind of tilted me, and like 2 days later I blew it up.
Yeah, that's how they get people. That is how they get people. I closed all my Apex accounts so a while ago.
I have lifetime PAs because they were all the same price as the monthly. So I'm not going to throw them away, but I'm not getting more.
Yeah, no, like people can trade with whoever they want to trade with in my eyes. Like if you want to trade with Apex, by all means trade with Apex. I trade with Top Step because I know they're reliable and they're going to pay me. Like it's simple as that.
So I've been on a Top Step combine. Actually, I can pull up, or I don't want to mess with the stream. I'll figure it out later. But I say I have been on a Top Step account, and so like I said, I try to be a scalper. I thought I wanted to be a scalper. So, like the packs, 30-second opening range, stuff like that. Like it beat the hell out of this Top Step account. Like this Top Step account has probably been blown up 2 or 3 times, but they reset it for free, and I was like, okay, heard that. And I'm about, I don't want to say about to pass it, but I think I'm like 1,000 away from passing or something.
That's about to pass it. Is it 50K?
Yeah. And
you would have passed
like,
it
I'm
today,
confident
brother.
this
You
time.
wouldn't even have caught the 100-point move. You would have passed it today.
Exactly. Like that, and that's the thing, is like I said, I took that like 10 or 15-point loser on Monday, and that because I was actually, so I think I'm at 50. I'm at 51.6.
Okay.
I'm at 51.6, and so I was at like 52-ish before that loss. So yeah, like I was a little bit bummed by it, but not super bummed by it. But now I'm really excited about getting it funded because I feel like I can get payouts with Top Step. Like I feel like I don't feel like I'll have much trouble with it because the worst thing about Apex for me is the drawdown, the trailing drawdown.
Intraday, yeah.
I can't trade how I want to trade.
Nope.
Because like if they were fresh accounts or at buffer, it'd be good. But like some of my accounts are like they've been up to like 50 and a half, 51K, and now they're at like 49. So like I could run up $800 and then like, or $1,000 and be good. But then on the next trade, I'll be back at equity highs. So if it slaps down after going in the money, I blow up the account on an open trade that's in the money. Like it's just,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's irritating.
It's not real trading. I mean, you really have to like Matt was the one who kind of recruited, I don't want to say recruited, but talked me into getting an Apex account in the first place because I've always traded with Top Step. And I told him it's going to be a major adjustment for me because of that intraday trailing drawdown, because I like to hold trades. Everybody knows I like to hold trades. I like to hold trades for 200 plus points sometimes. And I got the thing passed in one day, right? And got it to pay out, got my money. and added in like 6 more accounts, but then they started changing all these rules randomly, and I was like, this is not gonna happen here. Like, you're not gonna play these games with me. I'm out, and you're not letting me trade with how I want to trade. I'll get these things to the, what was it, 90 days at the time, I think it was, before you could take a full payout. I got it to that point, and I pulled it everything out and closed the accounts.
Hell yeah, good shit though. That's awesome. Most people, everyone wants to talk about, oh, they take a profit split, blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, I would love to get to a point where Apex is taking a profit split. I would love that.
Well,
that means I took so much money out of them. Like,
they made
25K per account. Like, if you have 20 accounts, you take 25K out per account, and then you complain that they want 10%. Like, you made 25 times 20.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but I never saw anybody in a live account with them to date. I have yet to see anybody with a live Apex account. Top Step will move you to live fairly quickly. I've just never had any issues.
Yeah, I know some people that went live with Top Step, not Apex.
Yeah, exactly. And that's part of the reason why Apex is having the problems. If they move people to live accounts, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. Like, they wouldn't have the liquidity issues that they're having, and they wouldn't have to deny payouts to people like you who are good traders and just have a different way they like to trade. They're trying to have everybody trade within these tight parameters so that most people fail, or they can deny your payout for any reason whatsoever.
And I remember I heard you and Goose having this conversation, but like I feel bad for Matt, because like he chose this, but like no one wants this. Like, he did not ask for this.
No.
But at the same time, I feel like there's a certain level of trust that people, whether they should or not, automatically have for you as an influencer. And I feel like with how Apex has conducted business, it's hurt Matt's trust and reputation from his viewers. So
with a large portion of his view, with a good enough portion of his viewers.
And I know that sucks, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if Apex only has power because we give them power.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if all the influencers could be like, we're not going to promote you when you're hurting us, you're dragging our name through the mud, and like we have to sit here and promote you like you're this great company whenever you're doing all these things that not only hurt the average consumer, but like it's hurting us as influencers too. Like, I feel like the reason Apex has gotten so out of hand is because we've let them.
Well, money talks. That's all I can say.
No, yeah,
money
I'll
talks.
say 100%, 100%.
Apex, their affiliate commissions, their pay structure. They probably forced him to sign a dotted line as well. So
I think I have an affiliate link with Apex, to be honest. So if anyone wants to load up on some Apex accounts, I think I have the code for you.
There you go, Fletcher.
Actually, also, I'll have to work this out. I'll have to work this out with Wesley, everyone. But I think we could come up with some sort of incentive. I have something that I could do for a giveaway for the stream if a certain goal that he chooses is reached.
Oh, what are we giving away here, Fletcher?
One 50K Apex account.
One free 50K Apex account.
It doesn't have to be today. It can be some future day. It can be whatever.
Yeah,
whatever goal or achievement you want to hit.
We'll have to think about.
You just let me know.
Yeah, for sure.
You just let me know.
I'm all about doing giveaways. I'm all about giving back to the community. I mean, they're the reason why I'm here. So, yeah. Well, you hear that,
Maybe
guys?
if you guys can get it to 500 subscribers into the week.
End of the week.
I believe in
you. Guy. I mean. Giving my login, that's not happening, Albu. We're not giving away my login.
That's crazy, Albu. That's crazy.
No, because I here's the thing. Every streamer right now is doing either road to 20 Apex accounts or posting profits off their copy trading this many accounts. Every single streamer is doing that. I don't want to do that with my stream. I'm not so much concerned about posting P&Ls or showing accounts like that. I want the stream to be like what we're doing here, Fletcher. You know, talking strategy, hanging with the boys, more educational and entertainment rather than profit focused. Because let's face it, most people that are tuning into streaming traders are just trying to learn. You know.
Well, and I say I know there's always like someone, like as soon as you get a crowd, there's always someone that's just there to try and copy trades.
Yeah.
But like I like having the environment where if you copy my trades, it's just because you're sitting here you're not paying attention, you don't want to learn, you're just looking at the screen.
Yeah.
But if you actually did learn, or like if you paid attention, you could learn.
Yes.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they're like, oh, don't copy my trades, but then they just sit there and like they don't really talk about anything. Like they don't really help you as a trader. Like they don't give you a reason to sit there and watch them.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, I like the environment here of like having guests and like just making it more like more than one opinion. Like it's not just about how you see things,
right.
But it's kind of almost like how you were saying about Top Step TV. Like you bring in different points of view and like you bring in someone for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So like the community as a whole, like you might not agree with how I trade, but you might agree with how you trade.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's got the really bringing people together, because as much as people like trading is a solo thing for sure, but it is also a very, very like it's I can't think of the word for that, but like it's a competition. Like in your own way, it's hard for you to like to see other people do well. Like subconsciously, like you have that jealousy in you where if you're not doing well, you try to do things that other people are doing. And like that's why I feel like so many chats like of other people's YouTubes, like there's just people yelling, like there's just people getting mad as hell for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I like the idea of like it's like a hangout. Like it's not just we're watching trades, but it's like we're talking through things.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, I took this loss, but this is why I took the loss. Like I should not have taken that trade, or this is a trade I would take every day. This is why it didn't work, and this is why yada yada yada. Like there's so much more like engagement.
Yep. Yeah, I like what we got going on here. It is all community based, and that's what I intend on keeping it. You know, involving other people, giving other people, I don't want to say the spotlight, because, well, let's face it, I have 20 to 30 viewers on my live streams every day concurrently. But
yeah, that's just right now, though, man. You're gonna pop off. Don't worry.
I mean, we hope so. We hope. I want everybody to be involved in this. You know, our community's awesome, Fletcher. Like the Level Up Discord community is 100% awesome. We're there to support each other. We talk through ideas, talk through strategies, and you know, I mean, it's different. It's almost, I realize a lot of us don't post in Good Gains anymore, but it reminds me almost of how when Good Gains was
Good Gains was in its prime.
Yeah, it was in its prime. It almost reminds me of that, and that's awesome. We're all there to pick each other up. You said it's almost like a competition. That's what we're trying to eliminate. There can be competition in trading.
Yeah, I just feel like people are just always trying to go at each other's necks.
Yeah.
Like no matter where you go, there's going at each other's necks. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep.
Brother, we're battling large institutional money. Let's face it. That's what we're battling.
Exactly.
We need to be on each other's side. Like in order to succeed, we all need to help each other out. You know, one person might be seeing something that another person isn't, and but them telling them,
and like you can still call out people.
Yeah.
Like I just don't like the negative side of it, because like that's the one thing. Like here, everyone's always just like, they'll be like, oh no, like I see it this way, but it's like a real conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I'm long from 680. I'm holding till $27,000. Like,
yeah.
Like, okay, man. Okay, but like if you want to, it's like the hypocrite. Like you walk down the street and there's like someone there like looking at you weird for smoking a cigarette, and they're like homeless with no clothes on or something. And like, yeah. It's like whatever, bro. Like just like if you want to be real with me, like then cool. Like I'm all for that. I'm all for having, because like if you want to show that like you have an opinion and like you have real logic behind what you're saying, I will always take criticism.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will never be mad at that.
Yep.
But if you want to just come at me sideways, then it's like, why do I want to hang out here? Like, what is this the kind of community that everyone's building? And to be honest, prior to your community, that's basically what everything was. That's what everything kind of turned into this year.
Yep. I mean, I'm glad that you feel that way. I think it's going in a positive direction. We tried to be extremely selective about who we brought in. Obviously, the Discord community is going to grow at some point because it is a free community. But we're going to try to make accommodations for everybody. You know, there will be a place for, you know, the old GG people that just want to trade and hang out to do that without all the noise eventually. So.
And still all the quality memes.
Lambra. Yeah. Say hello to Fletcher, Lambra.
Yeah, you missed the juicy trade, but welcome.
Yeah. But no, I like what we got going on. Hopefully we can continue on this path, you know. Bringing guys like you on, bringing guys like Goose, involving the entire community, because it is a good community. ICT Trader takes a 100-point winner. You want me to put ICT in the title of this video?
No, low key, bro. That would be hilarious.
Just for the clicks.
I feel like it would have the most dislikes of all of your videos.
Yeah, but I think YouTube doesn't mind the dislikes. I just think they want to see engagement. Period. Like, that's
shit. Put ICT on it. Then.
ICT Trader takes a 100-point trade.
ICT Trader takes. Not gonna lie, bro. I think that might get a few clicks, but you gotta put it on Twitter though. That's the thing. You gotta like link the video on Twitter.
So Fletcher, I actually don't. I'm just the face on a camera here. My friend and editor Mason is the one who runs all the socials. So I really have.
Oh, okay.
I really have nothing going on. He's gonna be the one that makes all the cash off the YouTube channel for a while as well. I won't be making anything personally, so that's why we're trying to get that. But he's a college student in the UK, and we're trying to make it so he doesn't have to sling chicken and chips all summer long, and he can just focus on trading and editing.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dave, I agree. That'd be a funny name. Ghost in the Machine takes 100-point trade. You guys always been wondering where Market Maker Phil is? Hello.
Phil. Yeah. Nimkins always talks about that on Trading with the Boys.
Damn it, Phil. How did you spoof me?
It is funny. What time is it, Fletcher? Actually, we've been chilling for a while, haven't we?
Just say it's 11:10. I don't know. What say you usually go to like 11:30?
Yeah, usually somewhere. Like it depends on the vibes, honestly. Or
I'll say
if I got something.
The vibes are high.
Yeah, vibes are high. I mean, as long as you want to chill, I'm game to chill. I might go get something to eat while you talk to the chat, but
that is more than fine. Kick me out whenever you want. I can give you as much.
Are you free all day today?
I mean, pretty much. Not gonna lie. As much content as you need.
You might
let me know.
You might have Nimkins can always sabotage the stream by popping in the stream participants channel and pop in on voice. I won't adjust the video for him, but if you hear a random voice at some point, a random British voice, that's Nimkins.
I'll be like, Nimkins. Be like, God, you're British?
Well, his profile picture always catfishes everybody, you know, like. Yeah,
no, I remember that was hilarious. It was funny because I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. Anytime I see a fucking female picture, oops, beat button, but anytime I see a female picture, I'm like, nah, that's a dude. And so, but the same thing with Annie. But then I was like, nah, Annie's just AI or something. But every time I see a female picture, I'm like, that's a dude. So I just go about it as if it's a dude. And then when I found out on your stream that it's a dude, I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You guys fell for that. I did not. Not
No,
going for
I
that.
never fell for it.
Not
Because I was probably
not
one
no
of the first
Discord
people.
simp.
I was probably one of the first people from GG. I mean, Nimkins, if you're here, you can speak to this. I was probably one of the first people that he reached out to just because of the trading plans and levels that I would post over there, you know. But because he would reach out and ask, how do I find the levels, yada yada yada. And so I sort of knew it was a guy from the very beginning. He never got me, but then I had him on the camera with Trading with the Boys, and people are like, "What? Nimkins is a boy?" I'm like,
Who are
"Yeah,
you?"
yes, he's a real live boy."
The trading goddess himself.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh, Lambert, you fell for it. Yeah, Nimkins got you. Yeah, Nimkins gets a lot of people. Cracks me up. I think it's funny because
Also-
Trading with the Boys, you get the duality of man, Fletcher. You get
The duality of man.
you get Palmetto asking politely, like, "Hey, is it all right if I eat this salad before I go to work on stream? Like, is that okay?" And then on the other side, you got Nimkins unapologetically ripping that vape. It's like, what is going on my live streams right now?
Facts. I say that stop out I took earlier,
Mhm.
not as a I told you so, just as a what my like going off the stats of the 10:30 to 11:30, like I think Tanner, is that your name?
Tenor,
Tenor,
yeah.
the tenor. That's what I was saying about that 10:30 to 11:30 window, about how it's going to come, like it tends to come against those in favor. So this is it, kind of taking the profit, or stopping out those in profit if they didn't already take profit. But yeah, that's basically all I look at for time, if
See,
that
what I'm
answers your
seeing-
question.
What I see is that 11 to 11:30 window a lot. Like, you see how we kind of chopped almost up into 11 o'clock? Had that little
Yeah.
sideways action? I think that's just people getting out of positions before the London close, because the London close is 11:30. Or wait, is it now?
Well-
Because there's only a 4-hour difference now between Eastern Standard and UK London time, and not 5 like it normally is, because they've already rolled their clocks. So you might be right with the 10:30.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because we don't change till Sunday. Or
Yeah,
tomorrow? No, I think it's Sunday.
London closed in 13 minutes. Okay, so yeah, so it is still the same. It's an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 13 minutes. Okay, yeah, so there is that change. But typically, London closes 11:30 Eastern for us. So I just think it's either changing positions or getting
Fine.
out of trades during that half hour leading up to that, going into London close. And that might be why you see what you see as far as the 10:30 to 11:30 time frame is concerned.
I'm so confused right now.
I know.
My PC says 11:17, like going on 11:18,
Yeah.
but my laptop says 11:15, and like it's printing 11:15, and now this.
Well,
What
your-
is happening?
Your laptop's not. Turn on. Is your laptop a Windows laptop? Is it a PC?
Yeah.
Just toggle on and off the auto adjust time and date. Like, go right click on the lower right where the time and date is, and there should be a setting there that says auto.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Just toggle it on and off, and it should be good to go. Let's see what time it says. Did it work? Is that time in the lower right of your screen?
That's it. I think we're good now.
There you go.
You are a smart cookie.
There you go.
You are a smart cookie, Wesley.
I mean, it's not really that brilliant mind stuff there, but
No, listen, bro. Listen. When I learned about Control Z, I damn near threw a party for everyone I knew.
Actually, if you want to know
I,
how smart I am with PCs, go ahead and ask Mason in the chat, who's Mac. Mac is Mason, my editor and friend. Ask him how smart I am with PCs, because that dude has sat on the phone on calls for hours with me, walking me through setup after setup after setup. It's like a 20-year-old kid walking me through everything, having to teach me everything. There you go.
Me too, man.
There he is.
Me too. He's like this man clueless.
Hey Mason, you saw that live. I helped somebody else out with a PC issue. You saw it live.
So this could be a fun game. How old do you guys think I am?
Oh, we're going age. I don't tell anybody my real age on the internet, Fletcher. I say I'm 1,876 years old.
He said 1,008.
Yep.
He said
35.
What was the one?
Lambra is saying.
I said, what's 1876? 35? Damn. Gosh, that kind of hurt, bro. Not gonna lie, that kind of hurt.
Fletch, you are 26, Mason says. Martin says 27.
27. I don't know if y'all are gonna believe me, to be honest. Like, you might not believe me. Oh snap. Are these the final? Any more guesses, anyone? Any more?
I don't even know how many viewers we still have tuned in.
18. All right, I like these guesses a little bit better than 35. 14.
14? Wow. Legally not a...
She said she was 12.
That's why you were trading on a sim account. You aren't legally able to trade just yet without your parents'
Yeah, but they got me.
permission.
They got me. They got
Savvy
me. My
says I
mom
built
still
the
has my
market from the
social.
ground up. Yeah. I mean, people have thought I was a market maker for a very long time, since the Good Gains days.
I'll give you a rough guesstimate. I was born between 2001 and 2003.
What? Wow, you're really
Correct.
young, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm the ICT algo Alp who said, yeah, get out of here.
I am the ICT algo. You guys know the Lux algo indicators for TradingView? I'm the creator. That's all me.
The Lux algo? Yeah, my buddy Annan uses the Lux algo indicator quite well.
Bro, I honestly, my only thing against them, like the reason I don't use them is because I'm at a point now where like, I don't want to say I know what they're going to show, because like sometimes they show things differently, but I have enough understanding that like I can mark out, like I can see it on my own and mark it out. Because the reason, like if you understand what you're looking for and you just use those indicators to like, instead of drawing it out, then I think it's good.
Well,
but I think the people who just add the indicators, that they're like, oh look, like a line just printed, let me try and execute on it. Like that's where, like there's nothing wrong with algos directly, it's just not knowing, like people don't know how to use different things. Like if you're gonna have any sort of algorithm or whatever that word is, I don't know why I'm blanking. Maybe I need a second Red Bull. But if you put anything on your chart, like if you're gonna populate things on your chart, you need to understand that in their own way they are lagging. Like that's just everything. Like any indicator, anything in some way is a lagging indicator.
It's printing based on past price. So
exactly.
Ollie says he's 13.
I'm 13.
No, what I was gonna say
bro,
though, Fletcher,
scary.
is Annan uses
The beard.
Annan uses those the Lux algo indicator in combination with floor trader pivots, and well, he used to throw my levels on his charts as well, and he uses that in combination to see where everything's kind of roughly lining up and give him points of interest while he's already in a trade as well. So that's what he uses, those three things in combination. There's nothing else on his charts.
That's kind of awesome.
He's really good. He's really good.
I'll say I'm gonna give a little shout out to that boy Brom, because he's been doing this. I've never really been one for super mechanical strategies. Like you just no matter what price looks like, if it does this, you do this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but he's been back testing this strategy, and I don't know exactly how it works, but it's based off the opening price that will on the 30-minute chart where the 9 o'clock 30-minute candle closes. So like the 9:30 open, based off where it closes, he either goes long or he goes short, and he holds till the close. So he has like, I want to say it's a 20 or 30 point stop,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's either like the first 30 minutes or so he gets stopped out, or it just rides all day long. And it's that he hasn't put
working.
anything on the chart. Like, yeah, like it's been he's still refining because there's no how it's set up. Like he doesn't have any other like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like he's refining like what defines like a profitable day versus not profitable day, and like how to see it beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
because it's very much like some days like it'll look like I should not do this, but like he'll do it anyway and it works. So it's like trying to decipher what makes a good day or a bad day with the strat. But yeah, it's
How big
I
is
mean, I've
this?
seen
How
people
big is the
trade
sample size?
I think 4, or what's 4 times 4? 16.
16.
The last 16 contracts.
Yeah, it's still a relatively small sample size.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
interested
I
to hear
say it.
what it is when there's a little bigger sample size. Sure, because that's a pretty easy setup to look for if he's only looking for that one setup every day.
I say, I mean, he does like he only does it on his like I don't even know if I think he's doing it on combines, but I would say he was doing it on sim. Like it's just like a back testing kind of thing, but the results have been impressive. So the results have been impressive. I was surprised because there have been times where I'm like,
Is it
I'm
all
gonna
on
fade you,
NQ?
bro. So as far as I know, that's all he's done it on, but it's actually I think he might have done it on hogs.
Yeah. Lean
I
hogs,
think he might have
huh?
done it on
All
hogs.
right.
I'm not.
Savvy
I don't
loves
even
him
know what the
some lean
ticker for that
hogs.
is. From what I realized is I love NQ, and nothing else. Like just nothing else can do it for me. Because like I've tried, like I've done crude. I've had good luck with crude. That little bit of time a
Savvy
month or two
says
ago,
cows.
whenever we were
Cows.
cows. But that little bit of time when we were super volatile and ES was moving like NQ, I was trading ES. But other than that, NQ is Bay. Like people are like people's reason for not liking it is why I like it. So I completely get why people don't like it. Like I totally understand it. But I love it.
Yeah, it's a bad drug for me. I like it in certain times, but I also think that there are certain times of the year where the volatility is just too much on minis, especially on a 50K, prop account. Because recently we've had 50, 60, 70 point wicks printing in seconds, and it's like, what do you do if you're caught in a trade during that time? Or anywhere around that trade, unless you've been in the trade for a long time. There's no way to withstand that kind of drawdown. You're done. You're DLL'd within seconds. The algo, he says. Yeah, it's just
the
wild.
algo.
But then it'll fully retrace in the next minute or two as well. So it's like,
and like, because you trade multiples, right? You trade 2 or 3.
I usually on the NQ lately, I've only stuck to one contract. So
Okay.
But I did place my first Dow trade on Monday, and I made close to $1,100 with one mini on the Dow.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
hell yeah.
Goose has been preaching. Goose and Albu and my good friend Donna have all been preaching, hey, when the market's doing this crazy stuff on NQ and ES, go over to the Dow and you might see something that you like a little bit better. It was comfortable,
I
Fletcher. I'm
used
not gonna lie. I sat in that thing for like an hour and a half and just chilled. Watched it print
I,
$5
s-
after $5.
I used to watch YM. Well, I used to watch it when I was on Forex because before, like, I did US 30 because that's like the ticker
Yeah.
for it on Forex. So I did US 30 more than US 100 or 500.
Mhm.
So like it it has a place in my heart, but like once I fully found NQ, like you said, like unless NQ is acting up, I'm like gotta stick to Bay. But yeah,
Yeah, I
why
understand. The
especially
money's quick. The money's
if
quick.
you're a breakout trader, which I used to be, the breakouts on YM are crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy. Especially if you throw some size. Like you do a breakout with like 3 to 5 contracts on a 5 minute and it just keeps bumping up, bumping up, bumping up, bumping up, bumping up, and you're like, oh my gosh, like
But have you noticed lately the
down to the
breakout
moon.
traders have been getting wrecked because everything's been a fake out with a 100-point
It's
reversal?
as uh as ICT likes to call them, breakout artists.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have noticed that, and like it makes sense though, because we're range bound.
Mhm.
So like to catch a breakout, like I nothing against the initial balance breaks. Like I definitely understand the statistical advantage behind that. But in my opinion, to be able to like make breakouts and get like the big influx of volatility, you just got to be closer to the open. Like 10:30 is just too late in the day. Because like it will happen, yes, but at least for how at least how my comfort level is holding trades like that, I want to be in that for like the break below this low.
Mhm.
Like I want to take this. Like the initial balance breaks, they scare me. I don't see enough pump through them because like I don't really like the like this slow and steady kind of chop upwards. I was only okay with that because I was already like way in the trade. But
Yeah.
if I had just gotten in a trade and it started doing that, I'm putting my stop at break even, and I don't care if I get stopped out because I'm mitigating risk on that. That is
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah, I don't like anything where we're at right now. I mean, we're right around VWAP. I've got a level here, 680 to 700. I'm not touching this. I mean, the only trade I would take here would be a short, but we are bullish, so I'm sitting on my hands. I would want to see a clean break above 700 for it to go up to like 720 to 730 and come back down and be holding above 700 for any kind of long entry right now.
This, what's this? 660? 660 could be a good buy. The breaker. High, low, higher, high. Retest that. I don't know. I'm not gonna take anything,
Yeah,
but
it's too risky. You're risky.
if you're looking for a call out, 660. Anyone in the chat?
Yeah, well, you almost have to risk to down below 630 though. Like that's the only
Nah, 660 and put your stop at 646.
just below that.
14
wick.
points.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it up on the chart. I'm not gonna take it, but I'll put it up on the chart.
That's a scary trade to me. that's a scary trade to me. Okay, there's the break below.
There's the entry.
660.
And then that would be the stop.
And your target would be push above previous.
Target. I'd say target would realistically probably be 727
Okay.
with. So like the way I treated this 25% here as the stop out, I would treat the 50% as the stop out for this one.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a scary long for me right now.
No, yeah, I say I could definitely see it just slapping right through it, but I also, I don't know. This is what I was saying though. Like this is that window of time where I have nothing to do. Like this is not the time of day for me to trade. So
Yeah.
like this is honestly probably a good example of why I only trade during certain times, because it's when I trade outside of the time windows, like this trade never went in the money. So when I'm outside of those time windows, that's usually my trades go, is they never see profit.
Yeah, this thing's beelining to that stop loss.
Come get me, baby.
On my fake
You know I'm
trade.
too
Come get
slippery,
me on
baby.
my fake trade.
Yeah, God. Like it's not even a sim trade. It's literally it's just the visual.
There it is.
There it goes.
There's
But
the stop.
the one thing I will be interested to see, this is this level here, we seem to be reclaiming it every time we go below it. So if we hold it this time like cleanly, that could be the
So isn't that a
upside.
technical? Okay, so ICT terminology. Now I don't 100% know ICT. This area from 647 where your stop was to this area to the bottom 635 roughly. That's a 5-minute fair value gap, correct?
5 minutes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I don't know, this isn't right anymore. Whenever my Wi-Fi got connected, it like printed my candles weird. So I gotta.
Do you have a reload
Try and get it to
function on MotiveWave, like on Quant Tower? Where you can right-click on your charts and it like will allow you to reset your. I've never messed around with MotiveWave. Palmetto would know if Palmetto's still here. Oh no, Palmetto's probably at work now. I've never played around with MotiveWave at all, so I'm not sure.
Like, this isn't like there's wicks and stuff through this, so I don't know.
Well, and you've got a massive gap in price there as well. And there is no massive gap in price.
Oh no, that's just because this is yesterday. There's no Globex on my chart.
Oh, okay. You just have RTH on your charts, okay.
But yeah, so basically, this pink box, even though it doesn't look like it anymore because everything's messed up, is the fair value gap on the 1 minute chart. And so I would like everything, so like because everything's like fractal, like whatever's happening, like everything's going to happen on lower time frames and higher time frames. It's just like higher time frames will typically be more respected. But like as we're doing right here, like I would like to see the 1 minute be respected. So even though I don't know why I clicked there, like we came into this 5 minute for sure. Like we're definitely in the 5 minute, but we're also respecting the 1 minute. So like that's what would, like if we were still in this, but like this candle was closing on the 1 minute one, I wouldn't necessarily trust like, oh, it's a 5 minute fair value gap, like I'm gonna go off of it. Like it's much more, I don't want to say lower time frame based, but I want the precision on the lower time frames. Because like here, so you're supposed, I won't say supposed to, but like wicks do the damage. Not a single one of these bodies closed, like even this one closed above this box right here.
Yep.
And it's pushing away. So like even though like the wicks and everything, that was like the 5 minute doing its thing, like getting the orders in, putting in excess, doing whatever it wants to do, it's showing me it's stopping here. And now this is like, so a fair value gap is the gap between three candles.
Yep.
But the wick, like what Matt calls a wick test,
yep,
ICT calls an immediate rebalance. And typically, on an immediate rebalance, if the candle closes red like this, it's gonna push off, and then it'll typically have another red candle after that, and that's like a propulsion block. And those are the two candles that will either like send you away or stop you out. So that, like, after we get this nice clean reaction here, I'm watching for movement, and I'm gonna allow. I mean, if it doesn't like invalidate otherwise, like I would stay in it. But those first two red candles are the ones that I'm looking for the like, even though they're gonna close against me, it's accumulating longs in my direction. So those are the ones that I don't really care exactly how they look in the moment. But if it's like candle number 3, 4, 5, 6, they're just slowly chopping their way down, all red, then yeah, I'm taking that break even. I'm getting out of there. Because even though I got the entry how I wanted it, it doesn't want to make the move that I want.
I mean, your levels look good. So like you were just able to take ICT's. Well, you watch his mentorship program. So I always tell people, like, look, whatever way your brain can make sense of the price action and then make sense of the charts, by all means use it. You know,
Amen.
by all means use it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't trade ICT strategies. You know, if it's working for you and that's how your brain recognizes certain patterns and certain movements in the chart, use it. You know?
Well, and what helps me is it's weird because, like, on one hand, I have a problem with authority and I don't want to be micromanaged. But on the other hand, I love being told how to do things and then being left alone. Like,
Yeah.
just in the simplest form, that's basically what he did. And I used to think that I needed like signals for that, but then I I don't know. Like I realized the people giving signals, they don't have any different of a brain than I have in my head.
No.
So like
No.
I it's all there. And like honestly, if you really look at how like everything I did is basically just normal executions off of levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not the levels that people are used to seeing, and the rules that go with it are just different than what the retail likes. Like people like to teach like move to break even and then like just aim for highs and whatever happens happens. Whereas like I won't move to break even until a certain point, and then I know that I will take that break even happily, because if it hits it, it's gonna keep going down. And like earlier, I was even kind of kicking myself a little bit because I was like, man, like I didn't take a break even, but like I kind of took an early stop. And it's probably gonna go get it, but it never did go get it.
Right.
And the reason I took it wasn't an emotional decision like I can't let this roll back on me. It was we hit like so we came up, went back below. Now we're here. We tested it. It should never come back down here.
Yeah.
It should go take its objective.
Yep.
So once it's done everything it's supposed to do, I just do what I'm supposed to do, and whatever happens, happens. There's no, oh man, I shouldn't have done this yet. I shouldn't have moved my stop yet. I shouldn't have done this yet. Like everything is, it's rule based. Like you do it, it works, it doesn't work, but you
Right.
don't, you keep your skin out the game. The
Yep.
goal is not to make money. The goal is to not lose money.
Well, you start trading emotionally. Anybody who trades emotionally is losing the battle already.
Yeah.
That's a losing game. But you know what's funny is everything that you said there is you're a support and resistance trader. You just identify support as resistance
So-
as something else.
I will agree with that, but I have to just add to that slightly.
Yeah. Okay.
The way what you see on my chart is these are liquidity zones. So I'm looking for basically internal to external liquidity rotations. If how I'm trading right now is not how it's not the only way I trade. Like depending on market conditions,
Mhm.
I have another like model more from the 2022 mentorship
Mm-hmm.
where it basically is support and resistance, but I'm looking for specific prices, like not necessarily specific prices like in advance, but I'm looking for specific prices off of levels. So like a lot of people that I've seen, can't think of his name, but he went Carmine.
Yep.
He's the ES trader.
Yep.
He does well. He does his own thing. But I feel like at least for me, it's a lot more of like catching a knife sometimes.
Yeah,
It's a lot
he's an
more
order
of like
flow guy.
trusting the level. Whereas this, like, even though this is technically like a support and resistance area,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for an entry, like depending on, so like I was never looking to short this, but I would have gotten long off the midpoint of it, of this zone here, or if this candle had come down fully and touched it, I would have gotten the retest because this became inversion. So I'm looking for specific prices, not only like just because I go like the price goes to that level, if it pumps straight through it and keeps going, I'm not buying it just because it touched it. And on the, like, as far as the other model goes, I probably still have some up on the 15-minute, but I look for 15-minute support and resistance,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want it. I want it to go through it. Like I use support and resistance as obviously targets, but like I'm targeting this people's stop losses. Like I'm trying to do it like when it comes up to that zone and it starts to go down, I'm longing up through it. Like I and then I'll take the reverse back down.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be in the move that invalidates support, not invalidates, but I'm trying to be in the move that has support and resistance second guessing themselves and then have it follow through. I do a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of fading, but
No,
as far as like other people go, kind of a lot of fading.
some of the best traders that I've come in contact with fade the majority. So like you're not wrong. You know, like if there's a community of people and 80% of them are long, you're looking for the short because it makes sense. Where we're gonna go to find more volume? Well, back down to grab all those stops of those long. The orders down below.
That, and I feel like once you understand, like you're not gonna know necessarily what it's doing, but once you understand,
Martin,
like
contrarian is correct.
yeah, exactly. But like another thing too that it kind of goes off what I was saying is like I feel like people don't really take into account how important premium and discount is. So like once you get a feel for like, okay, like we're opening down, but I'm like, now that we're down here, it's just I don't feel right shorting this.
Right.
And like even with my levels, like because these levels could have all been used as short opportunities. I could have shorted off of them.
Right.
So like once you get that feel of like, I don't want to say the market, but like once you spend enough time with it, like you're gonna know it. Like you're gonna understand like, okay, like I see what you're doing, you sneaky little devil. Like you're not doing that. You're not pulling that on me.
Yep.
So like what I feel like it's all like there's a million different ways to do it. Like you can make money flipping a coin. Like it's about honestly risk management, but it's just about discipline. Like you just got to be whatever you do, you just got to have discipline and you got to put in the time, because people have made fortunes doing very odd things. Very odd things.
Yes.
So like you can do anything, do whatever you want. Like everyone's entitled to their own thing. It's just like I don't necessarily understand the, like, yes, it's random, but like the people who are like, oh, it's random, like I'm just gonna chalk it up to that. It's like, well, like there's more you could do. There's more you could do. Like, just not saying that your loss was.
Some things come down to luck. Let's just face it.
Like, no, for sure.
Some
for
things
sure.
do.
Like Kane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that Kane was luck. Because I mean, Apex paying you out that much. I mean, even if you didn't make that much, Apex giving it out to you.
Yeah, we're not gonna get in. I'm not gonna talk about Kane on a live stream. But yeah, you're right. You're right. That's still in question, by the way. All that is still in question in my mind. So Fletcher, stream takeover. I gotta go throw a load of laundry in the dryer real quick.
All right.
All right.
Quick Q&A, guys. Q&A. Cows. That's still so funny. Who wants to see me full port? And should I go long or short? W6.6. Your new talk show host. Long because bulls are cows and you want to be with the cows. Heard that. What's the ticker for cows? I don't even know what that chart looks like. LE, heard that. Yeah, let's just change all my charts. Why don't we do that? That's cool. Kind of clean. It's not a bad looking ticker. Yeah, I did have all my charts linked. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, this is nice.
It's not a bad looking.
Give me the ability to multitask here.
So now we're looking at the cows. Looking at the cattle.
Oh, you're looking at cows right now?
It's honestly, I mean, it's obviously a ranged voice crack. But yeah, I could see some plays here. Looks oddly like crude to me.
Oh, savvy. I need to add those to the ticker, don't I? LE and GF. Are those in the ticker?
Only trade.
Got HE. I
Just
don't have
really
LE or GF in the ticker.
Yeah, Martin. The ICT thing, it's his like the stuff that he's talked about in the mentorship.
The ICT stuff, yeah. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, go, by all means, go and watch. Do your own research, you know. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and promote ICT myself, but...
Well, and I'll be the first to tell you, I used to be a hater. Like, it took me a long time to come around. I used to more or less clown on people who were trading that way, but that's because I didn't see them doing very well either. So...
Yeah. I mean,
all I'll say is there's more to it than it seems on the surface, but if you don't agree with it, then I also completely understand that, because I was the same way.
Yeah, you got to find whatever works in your brain, whatever clicks. So do as much research as you, not just ICT, but anybody out there who's got free trading psychology, strategy videos, watch them all. You know,
exactly. That's the biggest thing with ICT. Like, ICT is free, so if you're debating like learning from someone where you have to pay, Like it's not gonna hurt anything to just watch one of ICT's videos and just see like if it's something even remotely interesting to you. Just because like it's not for everybody, but if you can get something for free, like get it for free.
Martin, you want me to add all the currencies and all the bonds too? Yeah, I can do that. I'll do it after the stream.
I think the one I can't remember his name. There's this guy who trades futures. He does it's like a Bollinger Band strategy. And forget it's something super like it seems like it's not really that smart, but I've watched him quite a few times and he'll take like 8 or 10 trades. He'll lose maybe 2 or 3 of them, make like 300 to 400 per trade. Like there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
And like his stuff is so basic that like you don't even have to learn it. Like he just shows you what he does. Like there is no like learning curve necessarily with it. Like it's just once this happens, press sell. Once this happens, press buy. Don't let it go more than this much against you. Like that's all he does. There's no terminology, there's no bias, there's no anything. Like he just sits there and he waits for a candlestick to touch the bar and then boom, trade.
I've seen VWAP strategies that are kind of like that, off like the second standard deviation, where like price breaks below the second standard deviation, wait for a green candle to print and a close inside the second standard deviation to get long and target VWAP, you know, kind of stuff. But
that's that kind of, I've seen Matt do that a couple times lately on the range chart, and range charts scare me. I'm scared of range charts, but
Savvy's gonna get on you here. Savvy's gonna troll you here. I can already tell you. Palmetto,
let me tell you why.
Still here.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. All right. First of all, I had a 100-point shade on stream. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you did. You did. You can talk however you want to talk. You hit a banger.
The reason I don't like range charts is because, like I was saying earlier, time is my biggest thing, and timed candlesticks are part of what gives me an advantage, and I lose that advantage from going to a range chart. So it's not that range charts are bad, it's that I don't have a use for them anymore. But like I used to scalp with them. I used to have the 1 minute, the 22 range, and then I had I think it was a 10 Renko. But what I would do is at the 30-second opening range, I would watch the Renko, because like Renko bars, it has to be like double the size to flip color. So whenever like say it opened up, when it would flip down and break out of the opening range, I would use the like the same exact chart books Matt has. I would use the 22 range and take it out, and then the 1 minute was like what kept me in the trade, because I would want to move my stop or take profit early. The 1 minute was like my higher time frame to keep me in the trade for the longer objective. But even then, it was only like 10 or 15 points.
Right.
But like they definitely have their place. Like they have their place. But if I were to use them now, scary. Scary.
Yeah. I mean, see, like you incorporate time, or you put weight on time, whereas I don't. I mean, I'll fully admit it. All I care about is volume and price. But that's what works for me, you know, like, because
so you
have set rules based on time as well. I understand using time.
I say you've been using the 2 minute, right? Like you've been changing up your charts a little bit.
Yeah, the 2 minute slows it down for me when price is at a level of interest, so I can read it a little bit better. See, Fletcher, my brain doesn't work very fast, so I had to find a strategy that suits my personality and style, because I'm very laid back. I'm not one of these people that could ever place, 10 trades in 10 minutes. Like DJP, for
Yeah.
instance. DJP likes to sling. He can put on 30
Yeah,
trades in 30 minutes.
he's the biggest dog. He's a big dog.
He likes.
He
He's got the guns
he is
blazing.
big dog. Oh God, I'm staying on the porch. Like I can't hang with him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like that. He's like that.
Trying to catch
And
every swing.
I've watched him be like that. Yeah, like it's been all year I've seen him in different chats. All right, I'm long. All right, I'm short. All right, I'm long. All right, I'm short. And I'm like, damn, dude, you are just printing money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
money
it's
printer go.
wild.
Brrr.
It's wild. But yeah, you got to find a strategy that suits your personality and your style and your comfort level, more or less. You know, something that's going to eliminate the emotion. The 1 minute was just too much for me. Like it was just too fast. It was printing too fast. So the 2 minutes slows it down at areas of interest. But like I said, I don't base my trades on anything other than price and volume. So I don't even like you say you wait for candles to close. People have always asked me if I wait for a candle to print before I enter or exit a trade. No, I don't. I'll enter right in the middle of a 5 minute print, you know.
See, that's interesting because the 5 minute has been like the biggest op for me. Like he likes to come and take all my lunch money, man. Like, that 5 minute does not care for me. So I've seen a lot of people do really well with it, and it's like I've tried it. For me, like the candle closure is more of like where in the level, like because how I was saying, like my levels, I typically have the bias with it, but I need to see it like right here, how this candle closed above this red line. That confirmed the long bias for me because it invalidated the potential of it being a short. So I'm a speculative guy.
Yeah.
Basically, don't try to adopt anything that I've said, guys, because it makes sense in my head, but I'm sure the way that I'm saying it is not the way I should be saying it. But take the grain of salt.
There might be somebody in the chat or that views this video in the future that it does click with. You do see what I'm saying? So there's value there, Fletcher. Like that's what we're looking for.
And a little bit of sauce. A little bit of sauce. This blue area here, you can see there's a couple. I think there's one probably below it too. Somewhere, yeah. All I'm going to say is if you're ever bored, look for the first, I'm going to say the words, fair value gap.
There it is. I knew it was coming.
Look for the first one on Monday. That's all you need to know.
All right. We'll keep that.
If anyone is watching this and they're like, man, I wish I could just have I wish I just knew like one easy, like powerful level. I didn't have to like look for it too hard. Just do that every week.
All right. What are the blue lines on?
I mean, so
fair value gaps.
I said so. This is the red is just the midpoint of it.
Okay.
But yeah, the blue is just the gaps. Monday gaps.
Got you. Okay.
The first Monday gaps.
Okay.
And then the quadrants. I don't like having the 0 and 100 levels on my fibs, so that's why like it might look like it just went into the zone, but all of this is the zone. Like all of this is still in it. But yeah, it's basically just I use a fib for damn near everything. But I use a fib and I use the little boxes, and that's all I use. And if you see a box, it is 9 times out of 10 is a gap. Sometimes I'll put boxes on like certain candles, like I don't see any here today, but if there's like a certain candle I want to highlight for whatever reason, like I'll put a box on it.
Okay.
But for the most part, if you see a box, it's a gap. And then if you see a line that isn't like I don't have any lines on right now. I just have the quadrants. But if you see a line, that's just a high or a low. So like I guess technically support and resistance, but it won't necessarily be the highest high or the lowest low. It'll just be like a intermediate term draw for what I'm trying to see. Like not necessarily where it's gonna end up being, but where I think I can get relatively easy and relatively quickly without a whole lot of back and forth in between.
Nimkins just sent me a screenshot of Jack is typing. I'm a little concerned now. Did he make his way over to Level Up Discord?
Hey, buddy.
Fletcher, I'm probably gonna go get something to eat here, brother, and end the stream. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting hungry.
Sounds good, brother. You take any more trades? Just that one this morning?
Yeah, just the one. I'm up $420, and I'll come back this afternoon and try to get something else. Let me take a look at YM here quick and see what's going on in YM. YM's coming into a zone of interest for me, so I'll probably flip over to YM and see if I can catch the short back down on YM.
How do you trade the afternoon? Like, do you have like, do you trade power hour, or just kind of like if you see a setup you take it, or?
So I trade the same regardless of what time of day it is. The boxes that you see on my charts, those are my areas of interest. If like the red areas are where I'm looking for rejection to step in. Now that doesn't mean it's going to hold. You know, like if we get a clean break through a red level on mine and say it runs it by 20 to 30 points on NQ and comes back and holds above that level, I'd be looking to long to the next level above. If I see rejection step in, I'd be looking for the short back to the next green level below, kind of deal. You know, it's really simple, really easy. So, like right now on NQ, I'd be looking to see if we can get a quick sweep above 700, and I'd be watching that 700 for either a hold above and for price never to come below 700 for the long up into 780. If price rejects here, I would look for price to hold below 680 and never break above 680 for the short back down into 600. Those would be the two trades I'd be looking at right now. But yeah, like I said before, my brain just doesn't. I needed to find something that worked in my brain that was easy and simple, and that's the reason why I settled on support and resistance. So
is that volume profile or market profile?
Volume profile. So the left side is yesterday's volume profile. The right side.
Oh, okay, and then the right side is today.
Yep. So
and that yellow is point of control, yeah.
Yep, correct. And then the blue lines are the 70% range. So value area high.
Oh, and value area low. I see.
So today's an inside day, as you can see.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's interesting to see how, like, anytime I put point of control on my chart, like, it's interesting to see those moments where like price will stall. Like, it's usually like that's usually when the point of control flip happens. And because I don't have point of control anymore, I kind of still like anticipate the same thing, but then when I put point of control on again, it's like finding an indicator for the first time. It's like, whoa, did you see that?
Yeah,
this line just like moved up to this price level. Pushed out of it. Like, this is godsend.
Yeah, this
is what the market makers use. Damn you, Phil. I figured you out.
Yeah, I had to get rid of most indicators on my chart. Like, everything got too confusing. You know, you start out with all the moving average crossovers and all that, and the MACD crossovers and RSIs and all that nonsense, and it's just added noise. So,
well, and then you forget to like actually look at price. Like, you get so caught up in everything in your chart that you're missing like the obvious candle saying like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like the big FU candle, the one that just rips 100 points against you.
Yeah. Well, all right, Fletcher, you got anything else to say to the chat before we end the stream here?
Thank you all for giving me my moment, and
no, we'll have you on again,
provided you something.
We'll have you.
I hope I provided you something from today.
No, I'll definitely have you on
And
again. It's good to have you. It's good to have someone as
bless,
engaging as you.
bless.
So,
I say I'm more than happy to come on. I say I really enjoyed this a lot more than I expected. In case
yeah,
you couldn't tell.
yeah, yeah. No, you're. It's perfect, brother. I mean, this is one of the longer streams that I've had actually. So yeah, you're obviously more than. It's an open invitation. Whenever you have time, just reach out to me and let me know, and we'll see if we can get something set up. So yeah,
Awesome,
guys.
man. Yeah, thank you.
And that goes for the whole community. Any of you guys interested in coming on, this is what we want to do. This is where we want to take the channel. So anybody that's willing to be on camera first, that is one stipulation, and B, willing to show your charts, reach out to me and let me know, and we'll get you on and let you talk strategy and share insights, and also get trolled by the chat, because that's what happens. So.
Yeah, hey, I expect some more memes though. All right, I want to see
Phoenix
that
will get
meme
you, brother.
game.
He's probably already got them lined up. I'll let you know that.
We got a long stream today. I gave you a lot of content. I'm sure I made a lot of stupid faces or something. Like, all right,
yeah.
let's get the memes rolling.
Yeah. Well, guys, I will be hanging out in Discord for the rest of the day. Thanks again, Fletcher, for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Trade safe.
Take care, everybody.
Yep. Trade safe. Stay patient. And I will see you all tomorrow, 9:20 a.m. Eastern. Peace.